startup companies and launched almost 30 brands in India along with 12 startups. And I also had a digital marketing school where I used to teach digital marketing for, corporate students. Apart from this, I used to be a coach, mentor. I was a founding member of this platform called Craftshala, which is an online platform for teaching marketing to FMCG students. FMCG students in the sense MBA students who wanted to learn FMCG marketing. So I had created modules for them. I'm a coach and mentor to them. I am also a trainer and advisor to MSME clients, the micro, small, and medium enterprises of Government of India. So this is what I do currently in the last 4 years almost. Before that, I had a long stint with corporate. Of course, Neeraj knows me from my first job with Nestle, where I worked for 26 years and I've handled brands like Maggi and our infant nutrition products and the Childeri. I launched the Childeri in India. So and then I switched to another company called McCormick, which is the world's largest spice flavors and seasoning company, originating out of Washington in US. So I started there as general manager, marketing and sales, and then graduated to director commercial for their South Asia business. So that's a small brief about my 37 years journey. So with all my learning and experience that I had in this last couple of years, so I'm here in front of you to share my knowledge, whatever I can. Okay, though it's a very short term, 3 classes are not at all enough for marketing fundamentals, but still I try to do as much justice as possible. So in the last 2 sessions, I discussed a couple of things which were important for marketing. One is we discussed about the basics of marketing, where we started with needs, wants, and desires. We discussed about the segmentation, targeting, and positioning of a product or a brand. And then we discussed about the management. What does marketing manager do? A marketing management role and responsibilities. And today we are going to talk about the 4 Ps, one of the most important fundamentals. We also discussed about the hierarchy of needs, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs in my last classes. Okay, so today, taking from there, I'm going to start with the 4 Ps, or as they say, product, price, place, and promotion. So let's get into that. So I will get into my presentation today. And after the presentation,
before that, I'll request to have a quick introduction from
introduction sabka to ho gaya, Gaurav ka aur
Gaurav and
Mansi.
These are the 2 new additions with us.
Right.
So it will
yes,
be good.
Gaurav, why don't you tell me
more about them? Yeah, Gaurav Saab and Mansi.
Hello, sir. I'm audible, sir.
Yes, you're audible. Very much audible.
Sir, at present I'm working in a water treatment firm, sir.
Okay.
In Ion Exchange India Limited.
Okay.
We are service provider for Tata Motors, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What do you do there?
I'm working as a site in charge over there, sir.
Okay.
I have to look over the operation maintenance and the manpower, pending the manpower over there.
Okay. And so what are you planning to study with YSI?
Sir, actually, I wanted to enhance my management skills more further, sir. For that reason, I've joined.
So you have got any specific in mind?
Operations.
Operations and operations, sir. Mainly operations.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Very good. Yes, Mansi, tell me.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'm a graduate in English, and right now I'm pursuing B.Ed from Central College, BHU.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to learn education management and administration.
Education management and administration. Okay. Does
sir.
YSI do they have?
Yeah. We have a specialization for it.
Okay. Great. Wonderful.
Especially for B.Ed and M.Ed people.
Acha. Fantastic. Chalo, great. So, yes, so we are.
Please start, sir. Now it's all up to you.
So I know for Mansi and Gaurav, it will be a little difficult. Possibly, I will keep referring to my earlier teachings. However, I'm going to send the full consolidated, PPT today by after the class. Okay, so Neeraj sir will send you the PPT, and you can just go through them and you can understand. I will also send you the book from where, which is basically called the Bible of Marketing, Philip Kotler's Marketing Management. So I'll send you that book, ebook, basically PDF copy. So you can go through that book. You will have a fair understanding about marketing. Okay. So when we talk about marketing, there are 4 things that a marketer would be doing in his journey. So apart from, as I said, that marketing is all about identifying and satisfying the needs of customers. Okay. So customers have different needs, and from those needs, there are problems, there are pain points, there are challenges which arise, and the marketer has to provide solution to those pain points, challenges, and problem areas. Okay. Now, keeping that in mind, now we discussed in our last classes, the needs are basically of 5 types, basically. Okay. So we said that they are from, they start from the basic needs, that is food, shelter, and water. Okay. Then it goes to security and safety needs. Then it goes to social needs, belongingness in a society, or love. Okay. Those are all your social needs. And then it goes to self-esteem needs. Self-esteem needs are basically my ego. I need a status, I need a position, I need a recognition in my job, in my society, in my community. So that's my self-esteem. So when people say I am the CEO of a company, I'm an MD of a company, I'm a marketing manager of a company, he's actually talking about his need is basically their self-esteem. I want to prove something to the community. Okay. And then finally, once he has got all these needs, he has his all basic needs, physiological needs, safety and security needs, then his social needs, and then the last one of which I said is the self-esteem needs are satisfied. He now wants to, he has gone beyond everything now. Okay, he's gone into a need which is called self-actualization need, and that self-actualization is basically that is the time when he thinks, I have got everything in life. I don't need anything more. Okay, I've got money, I've got a home, I have got shelter, I've got food, I've got my social status, I've got my friends, families, everybody in the community. Now let me start giving back to the society possibly. Okay, I want to go beyond all these needs. Okay, so if you see these people like Bill Gates, okay, if you see these people like possibly our Barack Obama, okay, and many such things. Even people like in India,
Ratan Tata.
Ratan Tata, Narayan Murthy, Ajit Premji, they all have started giving back to the society now through different charities, different philanthropies, and so on and so forth. The Ratan Tata doesn't need, all his needs are satisfied: his food, shelter, security, safety, social needs of being there in the society with love and care, with his self-esteem need of going to one position, the highest position possible. Everything is satisfied. Now he wants to just give back to the society. Yeah. So that's where the needs are, and a marketeer actually satisfies every need. And these needs get converted into wants, wants get converted into demand. So what is want? Want is basically when you have a need and you are satisfying the needs through some product or service. Okay, those products or services are your wants, basic wants. So when I say I'm hungry, that's my need. And so if I'm hungry, I can have a dosa, I can have a bread, I can have a roti, I can have chawal, whatever. Okay. So my want is that I want to have a dosa. Correct. Now, if I have money, I will have dosa in a 5-star hotel. If I don't have much money, I will go to a roadside stall and have a dosa. Okay. So from want to desire, it depends on how much you are able to pay. So I want to travel. Suppose I stay in Mumbai, and if you people are aware of a little bit of Mumbai, so I stay in north of Mumbai. Okay, and if I need to go to suppose a place called Andheri, which is central Mumbai, for my work. So my need is to travel from one place to the other. Now I can think about my want is that I need to travel fast, so I can take a train, I can take a bus, I can take a car, I can take a taxi, I can even take a two-wheeler to go there. Okay. Now, if I have money, I will prefer a car. And then if I really have good money, I will say, no, I want to take a BMW car. That's my desire then. Okay. So you understand how a need gets converted into a want gets converted into a demand or a desire? Correct. Okay, and depending on all these needs, wants, and desire, a marketer provides a solution to the product or a service to a person, a consumer or a customer. Okay? So when we provide some product, when we provide some service, or different kinds of things, we'll come to it. We have already studied, so I'm not referring it at this moment. Okay, so the first thing that a marketer has to make is a product. Okay, first thing any organization has to sell is a product. Any organization has to do a business with is a product. Okay. And products can be of many kinds. Products can be a goods. Products can be services. Product can be goods. Products can be services. Can be
experiences, place, person, etc.
Events, properties, organizations,
Yes,
information,
sir.
Ideas. All things are
Yes,
products. Okay. So, Gaurav, this is something you need to understand a little bit. So when I am talking about a product, anything that can be offered to a market to satisfy a want or a need. So that's why I spoke to you about. Correct. And including physical goods, all that you purchase daily, physical goods, your soap, your oil, your rice, your mobile phone, your laptop, your computer, everything is a physical. Then there are services, then there are experiences. Okay, so I share my experience. So I am a teacher, I share my experience, I share my learning with people. Correct. So I sell that. And that's the reason you are sitting in front of me, you want to buy that, correct? Okay. Then events, there are plenty of events that we sell. Even World Cup football is an event. IPL cricket is an event that needs to be sold. Correct. Persons, Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, all are celebrities. Okay, Messi and Ronaldo, they are all celebrities. They are all products. Products get sold. Correct. Places. We have got so many tourist places, starting from Goa to Agra. Correct. Properties. All these tourist places possibly have forts and palaces there. We go and see them. So they are sold by tickets, right? And then our own properties, our own houses that we sell or rent. Correct. Organizations. Okay, so Google is an organization. Google has to sell itself. That's a product. Microsoft is an organization. Unilever is an organization. Nestle is an organization. And so on and so forth. And of course, ideas. Information, of course, news is a great news sells, right? We see so many news channels. Correct. And finally, ideas. So we said the Swachh Bharat is an idea. Make in India is an idea. Digital India is an idea. Okay, and so on and so forth. Plenty of ideas that either government or non-government organizations float around in the market. Okay, Beti Bachao is an idea. Correct. So there can be different categories of products. So starting from goods to service to experience to ideas. Okay. Now, when I talk about product, a product looks something like this. Okay. So suppose I'll just tell you that suppose all of you must have gone with your to some place for, as a tourist to stay there. Okay. And when you go to a tourist place, you possibly rent a hotel room. Correct. And when you rent a hotel room, why do you rent a hotel room? What is the basic need that hotel room will provide? Isliye dhoonte ho hotel room. Because you want to stay there, you want to sleep in the night. Okay. You want to take rest. That's the reason, right? So the core benefit that the hotel room provides you is possibly that they will give you a room where you will sleep, where you will take rest, or even you will take some food there. You will take some water there. So it provides you basic needs. Okay. Shelter, food, water, shelter. Okay. Now, when you are there inside the hotel, what is your expectation? What does that hotel provide you? It provides you with a room, a washroom also, a toilet. It provides you with a bed. Correct. It provides you with possibly a table, a chair, lights, air conditions. So these are all basic products. So which satisfy those needs actually. Correct. Now, when you go into that hotel, you have got a room, you have got a washroom, you have got a bed, you have got a table, you have got light, you have got air condition. Okay. What is your expectation from that hotel room? Your expectation from that hotel room, क्या हो सकता है? That the towel in the bathroom would be clean, The bed linen would be clean. Correct. The lights would be proper. The air condition should be working. Or the fan, if it's there, it would be working. This is what your expectation. So the expected product is what a customer expects from that product. And it is satisfied by the product. Correct. Now, once you have got all that, then possibly you must have seen sometimes that you get into a hotel and they give you a welcome drink. Or possibly you get into that hotel room and they give you a basket of fruit, which is not expected by you. Okay. They give you a basket of chocolate or a basket of cookies, which is not expected by you. This is called an augmented product. They are over-satisfying your needs. Okay. They are trying to pamper you. Correct. And finally, when that hotel realizes that, no, we can add some more thing to the customer's expectation or augmented product, we can also add a swimming pool to the hotel. We can add a 24 hours coffee shop in the hotel. We can add a gym in the hotel. These are all potential products for that hotel. Everything will satisfy some need or the other of the customer, correct? So when you look at any product, look at these 5 levels and ask question, what is the, suppose I go to a restaurant to have some food. I'm hungry. So the basic need of going to that restaurant is I'm hungry. Correct. Then I go to, and the basic product that I expect there is a clean ambience there. Okay, the table should be clean, the waiter should be clean, the kitchen should be clean, they should be serving hygienic food. That's what my expectation is there, right? And then I suppose I'm asking for okay, and so I have gone to suppose a South Indian restaurant. So I expect that they will sell dosas and idlis there. Correct. And then once I go there and you see that that restaurant is actually selling 100 different kinds of dosa. It's an augmented product for you. Correct. And then finally, possibly that restaurant will say, okay, next time these people come, let me not only offer them a dosa, okay, let me offer them something more. Okay, so once you have that dosa, they give you a South Indian pan to have. That's something potential product for them that will make the customer happy. There was a hidden need somewhere. If I had a pan, it would be nice. Okay. And that pan is being provided by the restaurant. So that's a potential product. Correct? Did you understand the fundamentals of a product?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. What about Mansi and Gaurav?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Harshita, Anjali.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is very much clear.
Okay, great. Chalo. Now, when I talk about product, the products can be classified basis 3 things: durability, tangibility, and use. हम लोग बहुत आसानी से बोलते हैं consumer durable products, consumer non-durable products. Have you realized that? Consumer durable is product which is there for long time use. So I purchased a washing machine, I purchased a dishwasher, I purchased a mobile phone, I purchased a music system. These are all durable products. I purchased a mixer grinder, that's a durable product. Now, when I purchase a soap, when I purchase some oil, when I purchase some rice, when I purchase some possibly any food product, okay, or any cosmetics, these are all non-durable products because they are purchased frequently. After it finishes, you again put. But a durable product usually stays there for a long, long time. Okay. Then tangibility. Tangibility is basically you are able to touch it, you're able to feel, you're able to smell it, you're able to taste it, you're able to hear about it, you're able to see. You can use all the 5 sense organs to see that, to understand that product. Okay, that's tangible. And non-tangible is all the services around you. Doctor consultation is a service. Can you see it? Can you taste it? Can you hear it? Can you smell it? Can you touch it? No. It's a service. Okay. Car rental is a service. Okay. Tourism is a service. So between tangible and intangible, all durable and non-durable goods are tangible. All services are intangible. Experiences are intangible. Ideas are intangible. Okay, correct, got it. And finally, we also talk about use, whether it's consumer used. So we say that that's a consumer product, and something we call for industrial use, we call it industrial product. Okay, so the three kinds of classification on the basis of durability, tangibility, and use. Correct. Now, durability and tangibility, non-durable goods, durable goods, services. I told you already. Correct. Now, the thing is that when you talk about consumer goods, they are again subclassified into four different ways: convenience food, shopping food, specialty food, unsought food. Convenience food, something very purchased very frequently. Convenience goods, something my food, my cosmetics, my personal care products. Okay, these are all convenience. I buy a pen, I buy a pencil, it's a convenience. I buy frequently. Shopping products. Shopping product and convenience products has huge competition usually. Okay. Now I go for a shopping product and convenience product. One more thing is important for convenience product goods is that you don't take much time to decide. Okay, you don't compare the prices, you don't compare the qualities, you don't do a lot of research in Google to find out a product. At the same time, when you're going for a shopping product, which is little more expensive than a consumer product, convenience good. Okay, a shopping good is little more expensive, not purchased so frequently. Okay, suppose you are, it's usually once in infrequently, once, twice, thrice in a year, possibly you purchase it. Suppose tourism, you're buying tickets for traveling. Those are shopping. So when you buy tickets for traveling, what do? You go and compare different sites and see what kind of prices are there, which hotels are good, which flight is is a one-stop flight, a non-stop flight, and so on and so forth. Correct. Then you go to a restaurant possibly, okay, to have food. So this is shopping product, shopping goods. Why? Because whenever you go to a restaurant, you usually do a little bit of research. Kaun sa restaurant acha hai, kya food hai, and so on and so forth. Correct. Then there's something called specialty products. Specialty products are really expensive products. You actually pre-decide to buy it. You don't spend much time to compare this product. You don't bargain and negotiate much on this product. These are all specialty. Suppose you want to buy a car. You want to buy a house. It's once in a lifetime, twice in a lifetime, you will buy this kind of product and you will already pre-decide it. ठीक है, आपको एक कार खरीदना है, आपने जो भी रिसर्च करना है, कौन सा कार खरीदना है, क्या BHP रहेगा, क्या प्राइस के अंदर रहेगा, वो एक बार ढूंढे. यू आर नॉट कंपेयरिंग. बस मारुति 800 लेना है तो मारुति 800 ही लेना है मुझे. ठीक है. Though we can compare, but not that much as a convenience product. And it's usually bought once in a while, usually bought from great retail stores, a good dealership, a very ambient place. And then finally, unsought products. Unsought products are some products where you do not want to spend you consciously don't want to spend your money. Okay, something like you don't want to spend your money on a dentist, right? You don't want to spend your money on a doctor, right? Okay. You possibly don't want to spend your money on what else? Give me some examples. Any example coming to mind? I've given an example of a doctor or a dentist. Unsought products. I don't usually want to spend money on a bar going to drink there, but I am addicted, so I will go there.
So it will depend on the interest also?
It will depend on interest also. It will depend, more importantly, it will depend on whether that good, that product is a necessity or not.
Yes, sir.
Is a necessity or not. A dentist is only necessary when you have a bad tooth. Correct. A doctor is only necessary when you are not well. You want to go for a drink into a bar, more than entertainment, if you're addicted, you will go there again. You don't want to spend money on bottle of drinks because that's not sought by you. General people will not sought for it, right? Okay. So those are the four classifications of consumer goods. Industrial goods, materials and parts, capital items, supplies, and business services. Okay. So industrial goods, the first thing that we talk about is raw materials. Okay. So when I was taking care of Maggi, suppose I want to make Maggi. So Maggi ke liye aata chahiye, maida chahiye, spices chahiye, oil chahiye. Okay. So those are the raw materials for Maggi. And also the packet chahiye uska, because Maggi comes in a packet. There's the packaging material. Okay. So for making Maggi, I need some raw material and packaging material to be procured at the beginning before the manufacturing. Correct. Now, there are also certain things called, materials which are used to make some parts of that particular product. If you talk about, suppose, anything like a refrigerator, okay, and it has a lot of electrical wiring inside. So those wirings are made from some kind of a material, either copper or iron or whatever. So that's also material. That's not a raw material, but that's a material to manufacture that finished good. And then there are some parts. Parts
so
for
could be spare parts, sir.
Yes, parts are mostly spare parts, and parts are also parts of suppose a tire of a car. Okay. A tire of a car, suppose a steering of a car, a window of a car. These are all what? Different parts of a car, correct? And they get manufactured by, not by the main company, they are manufactured by, other companies who supply them. So Maruti gets tires from possibly Apollo tires or MRF tires. Okay, so those are parts. Now, possibly for a watch or a mobile phone, there are chips inside. These are all parts of that mobile phone. Correct. So materials and parts is one thing that's there in industrial goods. Second very important thing is capital items. Capital items are items which are important for setting up the manufacturing of a product. Okay, so a building, a factory, a shed, the machinery is inside. Okay, possibly a boiler, a generator, and so on and so forth, whatever is required to set up a manufacturing plant. Those are all capital items, and the expenses behind them are called capital expenditure. Correct? Then supplies and business services. Okay, so I have an office. I need a photocopier machine, and I have a photocopier machine. I need the papers for photocopier machine. Those are office supplies. Okay, I need stationery for offices. Those are office supplies. Okay, and again, I need some business services, like I need a housekeeping service for my office or my factory. Okay, I need electricity service for my office or my factory. I need water supply service for my office or my factory. So these are all industrial goods. Correct. Materials and parts, capital items, supplies, and business services. Business services, like as I said, housekeeping services, or any kind of legal services, consultancy services, and office supplies, like I said, stationery, papers, pens, whatever you need on a regular basis to carry on day-to-day job in an office. Correct? Any questions still here?
No,
Okay.
sir. It is clear.
Perfect. Sure. The next thing that what we are going to decide is the product hierarchy. So every product, whether it be good or service, okay, it has a hierarchy. And the hierarchy starts from down there as need family, then the product family, the product class, the product line, the product type, and item. Okay, so let's start with the need family. Again, coming back to, suppose my basic needs are what? Security, safety, your food, water, shelter. Correct. So if I want to have, suppose security is a need family, is a security. I need my family security. Okay. And then to satisfy that need, I will have to get a product. Okay. And so for giving security, I need some financial instruments. What are financial instruments? My fixed deposits, my insurances, my mutual funds, and so on and so forth. So my product family is financial instruments for having that security of my family. Now, when I talk about financial instruments, what kind of a financial instrument am I talking about? What is the product classification? I'm talking about, not talking about mutual fund now. I need an insurance. Correct. So I will talk about insurance, And I'm not talking about mutual funds. I'm not talking about fixed deposits. I'm not talking about anything else. So the product class is insurance. Now, what kind of a product insurance? What kind of insurance do I need? Do I need a general insurance for my car, for my health, or for my home? Or I need a life insurance? There are plenty of different insurance, right? I need a life insurance. That's a product line. Correct. And then in that life insurance, what kind of life insurance I need? I need an endowment policy or I need a term policy. So endowment policy is something which provides you a savings plus an insurance. So at the end of the, suppose you've done an endowment policy for 10 years, at the end of 10 years, you will be protected by that insurance. If something happens to you and you die, your family will be given back money. And also at the end of the 10 years, if nothing happens to you, they will give you a good savings. That's endowment policy. What is term policy? It only covers as an insurance. If something happens to you, your family gets back. Correct. So I'm going to take a term policy, suppose. Now, what is that exact item in that family class? What is that term policy I'm going to buy? I'm going to buy a ICICI Prudential term policy. ICICI Prudential has 20 different life insurances. Out of the 10 are term policies, 10 are endowment policies. So I'm going to buy one of those term policies, which has ABC as a name. That's the item. Correct? Did you understand from need to an item? Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's take another example. Let's take an example of the same food now. Okay. Food is my basic need. I am hungry. I need food. Correct. So I need food. What kind of food do I need? I said I need, South Indian food. That's the product family. There's a North Indian food. There's the East Indian food, West Indian foods, Maharashtrian food. I need a South Indian. Okay. Then what kind of a South Indian food I need? Product class. I need a dosa. Okay. And then what I say is, okay, I need a dosa, but I need a rava dosa. In that rava dosa, I need a rava onion dosa. Okay. And finally, I need that rava onion dosa from one of the typical, there are possibly rava onion dosa with different cheese and this and that. So I need a rava onion dosa with cheese. That's the item. Rava onion dosa has 3 different kinds. I need one with cheese. That's the item. Correct? Got it? Did I make this fundamental clear about product hierarchy? It starts from need to the item.
Yeah? Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Chalo. Now, different product differentiation. Kaise karte hain hum log? One product and the other product differentiation. Okay. We do differentiation on the basis of these 5 and 4, 9 different differentiators. Okay. First of all, we differentiate on the basis of a form. Okay. Form means it's a goods, it's a service, it's an experience, it's an idea. What is that? Then we differentiate each and every one on the basis of features. As I said, what are features? Features are something which are tangible, you can see in that particular product. Okay, in that tangible or intangible, both can be there. So features are something like, I am using a iPhone XS, which has a 5.6 inches screen here. Correct. So this is the feature of the product. 5.6 inches screen is the feature of the product. Correct. So similarly, in a service, suppose I go to a doctor consultation. So I've gone to a general medicine doctor, a physician, as they say. So what is the feature of that consultation? He's a general medicine doctor. He's not a gynecologist. He's not a cardiologist. Correct. Now, performance quality is another thing that will differentiate a product. Okay. So performance quality on the basis of different products, they have different features. I have an iPhone with 5.7 inches screen and XYZ iOS platform It's not an Android. So the performance quality of an iPhone depends on the basic platform, the speed, the RAM, and so on and so forth. So this is what the performance quality differentiators are. The size of the RAM, the size of the storage capacity, the screen size, that gives you the quality. The pixel 25.4 megapixel camera, this gives a great image than a 10 megapixel camera. So that's what performance quality differentiators are. And then conformance quality. I have promised that this has a 25.4 megapixel camera, so it will give me a great a picture. But when I take the picture, it's not good. It doesn't conform to the quality. Okay, so quality is one, and conformance of the quality, that's whether it's abiding to that quality what you have promised, is another thing. Correct. Then durability. How long does that product? हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, Chinese product तो खराब हो जाता है. Okay, so durability is one thing which is a differentiator. We often go and say, "Bhaiya, ye chalega na?" Very easily say. Correct. So durability is one thing. Reliability. Is it trustworthy? Is that brand trustworthy? How do you say that brand is trustworthy? If it has given consistent performance for not only you, for many people who have purchased this. Okay. Similar good performance, good quality conformance, good performance of the product, good features of the product consistently. Every time you buy the product, or your friend buys the product, or your family member buys the product, everybody is happy about the quality. That's the reliability. There's that, from there it starts having trust on the product. Correct. Repairability. Whether the product can be repaired or not. Okay, we often ask, "Bhaiya kuch hoga to theek kar doge na?" Correct. So repairability. Style is another thing which, often people use as a differentiator. Okay, so when you buy a dress, there are different dresses with different styles. That's a differentiator. And finally, customization. Whether that organization gives you a customized solution or not. Okay. You can go and make suppose for a male who is going to buy a suit. You can go and buy a ready-made suit, and you can also go to Raymond's. They have customized, tailored suits for you. You will always prefer a customized tailored shoes, right? Because आपको लगेगा नहीं रेडीमेड क्यों खरीदो, अगर वो मुझे बना के दे रहा है तो मैं मेरा size के अनुसार बना लूंगा. So customization is another thing which is very important for differentiating one product to the other. Okay. Services. First thing that we look at services, ordering needs. Okay. So suppose let me AMC, we do a lot of AMC. Okay. Or we do a lot of when we buy a scooter or an automobile, okay, we buy AMC. When we buy some durable goods for home, washing machine or filters, or we take AMCs. Okay. And these are all services. Correct. And so how easy can we order that? Today in the internet era, lot of services can be ordered on internet or through our applications in our mobile phone. How easy is to order for that? That's the first thing, that whenever you're ordering for any service, even doctor consultations. Nowadays, you can actually book your consultation through something like Practo and all. There are different apps. Correct. How easy is to book it there? That's important. Or do I have to go to the doctor and stay in line for 2 hours and then get the consultation? Correct. Delivery. Is the delivery on time? So today we are competing for delivery time. The Dunzos and I don't know whether Dunzo is there in your place in UP. So they are giving you delivery in 10 minutes. The Blinkit is giving you delivery in 10 minutes. Correct. And Domino's always promises that I will give you a pizza in 10 minutes if you order, in half an hour if you order. And same thing was followed by, once Domino's started, same thing was followed by Pizza Hut also. So delivery is another important thing. How fast you get delivered. Installation. I purchased a microwave oven. Does the company provide me installation? Free. I purchased a washing machine. Does the company provide me installation? Customer training. Does the company provide training for the customer who's going to use it? Customer consultation. Even before buying, do you get a solid consultation by the company that which kind of a washing machine would you need for your family of 2 people or 3 people? What kind of washing machine do you need if you have clothes, soiled clothes because you go out every day, or you use it once in a month or once in a week? So all these consultations, does the company provide you? Does the company provide you maintenance and repair? Does the company provide you returns if the product quality is not as per my expectation? These are all service differentiation. Whichever company, whichever organization provides this better, you will always go and take his services first. Okay. Characteristics of services. First thing is intangible. You can't use your 5 sense organs. That is, you can't see, you can't hear, you can't smell, you can't taste, and you can't touch it. That's the basic differentiation of intangible, basic difference between a tangible goods and an intangible service. Correct. Inseparability. Inseparability is, you can't store it. Can you store a doctor consultation? No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
When you go to get that consultation, you will have to use it that time only. Can you store a annual maintenance contract? No, you can't. When you take it, the person comes to service and you have to take it that time. So it's not separable. You can't separate the product, okay, or separate the service at different point of locations. So you can't keep storing it. So if I have to sell soap, suppose it gets manufactured in a factory, it comes to the C&FA, it comes to the distributor, it comes to the retailer, it comes to the consumer. Every point is separate. But for a service, you can't separate it. Okay. Variability. Every time you take the service is different. If you take your scooter or a 2-wheeler or a 4-wheeler to a garage for servicing, does he do the same service every time? No. It's not a standard product, right? That if you buy a Lux soap, every time it will be a Lux soap. The shape, the color, the smell will remain same. But when it is a service, when you go to a doctor consultation, if you go for, suppose, fever, sometimes the doctor will go and let you lie down, see with the stethoscope, check your pressure and check your other vitals, and then give you a prescription. Sometimes he will just listen to your symptoms and give a prescription. Same fever. So every time you go, it's not the same thing. It varies. Correct. And finally, is perishability. Okay, as soon as the service is over, it's over. It's perished. You have gone to a garage, taken your scooter for servicing. Servicing is over, it's perished. You are not able to store it. Correct. Okay, got it. These are the characteristics of a service. Let's come to price. Okay. So second important thing that a marketer has to do is decide on the price of a product. So price of a service, price of a good, price of an experience, idea, whatever it is. How does he decide on that? Okay. So, this price thing, this is now a changing, it has changed a lot. Once upon a time, even there today, sometimes some places, bartering was, sharing economy was there, bartering was there, renting was there. Okay. So what is sharing economy? Can you give me an example? You're sharing an auto. Correct? You're sharing an auto rickshaw. Or suppose you're sharing a hostel room, you're sharing a PG room, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Bartering, exchanging product one to the other. Correct? I need a pen and you have a pencil, can we barter it? Or you have 2 pencils against 1 pen, can we barter it? Can we exchange it? So bartering is one of the oldest, pricing methodology. Possibly it is traditionally the old millions of years old system is bartering. When there were no coins, okay, when price was only on the basis of you need this, I will give you this, I need this, you give me this. Okay. So that was bartering. And then came the coins made by some kings, some empires, and that became the medium of exchange. Correct. And so, and last but not the least is renting. You rent a lot of things, right? You rent a room, you rent a book, today you can rent anything and everything else. Correct. Now, very, very importantly, when you're talking about price, how do you define price? Remember, we spoke about value of a product. We spoke about value of a product, the features, advantages, and benefits of a product is the value of a product. Okay, and that value actually satisfies your needs, wants, and desire. The features, advantages, and benefits of your product or service, that satisfies your needs, wants, and desire. Correct? Now, if that is so, then what is price? Price is the medium of exchange of values of your product or service with your customer in the form of money or currency or material. It's a medium of exchange of values. You are selling the values. As I said, we don't sell the product, we sell the value, right? The features, advantages, benefits. If I say that this iPhone has a 2 megapixel camera and a 2 GB RAM and 32 GB or 16 GB storage, would you buy it? Possibly no.
No.
Because the better one is that you have a 16 GB RAM and a 256 GB storage and a 5.6 megapixel, 5.6 inches screen and 25 megapixel camera. So why will you not buy the other one? Because that's not value for you. Those features, advantages, and benefits are not as per your expectation. So you actually buy value. And how do you buy value? You pay some money or you exchange it with some material. Correct. So price is, as I define price is the medium of exchange of values of your products and services with your customer in the form of money or material. Correct? Make sense? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So going forward. Yeah, Harshita, I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So how do we decide on the price? How does a consumer decide on a price, whether the price is right, price is not right, and so on and so forth? Okay. And how does he or she buy a product? So there are three things that a consumer does. Okay. Or he or she is attracted. Okay, Harshita, can you put your yourself on mute because there is a sound? Yeah. So one is reference price, one is price quality inferences, and price endings. Okay. So what is reference price? When we go to a shop, we want to buy suppose we want to buy anything, we want to buy a pen. Okay. So in our mind, there is always a price which we refer. ठीक है, हम लोग अपने माइंड दिमाग में ये ज्यादा प्राइस है, ये कम प्राइस है, ये ठीक प्राइस है. This price is okay, this price is not okay. We only decide because we have some reference somewhere. Somebody possibly has told me that the price of a pen is 10 rupees. Okay, last time possibly I bought a pen for 8 rupees. Okay. This is the maximum price that I have seen of this product. This is the minimum price I have seen of this product. So the price should be something like this. These are all references that goes in your mind, correct? In your psychology. It happens, no? Think about any time you have gone to purchase something.
Yes,
it happens. Even you have purchased this course of whatever operations management, HR management, whatever from YSI. Yeah. You must have done some referencing. Boss, a management course, how much it comes? Oh, a management course is 7-8 lakh rupees. I'm getting it at 50,000 rupees. You do some referencing on this, correct? Then we also do a inference of price and quality. That iPhone will always be costly. A Vivo phone will be lesser costly because the quality of iPhone is always better than a Vivo. Correct? We do this also. So that's the price quality reference. A BMW will be very costly. A Maruti 800 will be lesser costly. Because BMW has a great quality. Correct? So this quality thing is also in our mind. And it comes from some reference somewhere. We know that BMW, Audi, Mercedes, these are all very expensive cars. However, they are great quality cars. Correct? And finally, price endings. 99 rupees, 199 rupees, we often say Bata price. 99 rupees, 199 rupees, or even 101 rupees, 201 rupees, and so on and so forth. These are called price endings. And this is a very common practice. It attracts consumer very fast. If you put 100 rupees, they will say, "Arey baap re, 100 rupiya hai." But if you say 99 rupees, they will come and buy it. As soon as you put it more than 100 rupees, they will say, "Oh, 100 se zyada hai." You put it less than 199 rupees, they are very happy. It even goes to even 1,000, 999 rupees. All shoe companies, they will provide you with that price. So earlier they used to say Bata price, now it has become a shoe price. Every shoe company, starting from Nike to Adidas to Reebok to anybody, including Bata, they will all have this price. Okay. So that's called price ending. This is a psychological price actually. Okay. Now, when I talk about price reference, this is what I was talking about. So in your mind, you will always fix a fair price. आपके लिए जो ठीक लगता है, ठीक है? So pani puri or I don't know what you call in UP, golgappa, pani puri. हाँ ठीक है, रुपए में एक मिलना चाहिए आज के दिन. If you go to some place and they take 5 rupees, अरे बाप रे, ये तो बहुत महंगा है. Correct? होता है ना? This is what so there is a fair price that is there in my mind always. कि पानी पूरी 1 रुपया में होना चाहिए. Possibly आज से 5 साल पहले 50 पैसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Correct? Then there is a typical price.
Yeah, I will request guys कि अगर कोई प्रश्न है तो please feel free to discuss with sir because he is having a huge practical experiences. तो आपका concept clear होना चाहिए क्योंकि आप एक organization में तभी सक्सेसफुल हो पाओगे जब आपका मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत क्लियर होगा क्योंकि एवरीथिंग इज मार्केटिंग ड्रिवन. मानसी, आर यू देयर? गौरव साहब, प्रवीण, ओके, प्लीज आस्क रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चंस इन बिटवीन. साइलेंट सुनिए मत, वन वे मत करिए इसको, टू वे करिए.
मैं अपने स्टूडेंट्स को मेरे इंस्टीट्यूट में पता है क्या बोलता हूँ, जब कोई सवाल नहीं करते हैं तो मैं बोलता हूँ कि आइदर आई एम टीचिंग टू गुड, बहुत अच्छा पढ़ा रहा हूँ, कोई सवाल ही नहीं है, और अदरवाइज आई एम टीचिंग टू बैड कि आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, क्या सवाल करें.
तो प्लीज इंटरैक्ट, प्लीज आप सर को इतना परेशान करो कि वो अपने सारे अनुभव को एक जगह लेके आ जाए. यार बहुत जबरदस्त क्वेश्चन पूछा है, तब तो मानना पड़ेगा कि हाँ भाई क्लास चल रही है. अब एक जगह पढ़ाए जा रहे हैं, आप चुपचाप नोट किए जा रहे हो, तो अब वो ये इस तरह का क्लास नहीं है. ये दिस इज वेरी प्रैक्टिकल.
देखो ये जो मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ ना, ये पूरा ये रट के फायदा नहीं होगा. ठीक है, ये याद करके क्वेश्चन पेपर आ जाएगा, मैं रट के लिख दूंगा, इट्स नॉट द, उसका फंडामेंटल नहीं है. मैं आपको फंडामेंटल्स पढ़ा रहा हूँ, एकदम बेसिक्स कॉन्सेप्ट्स पढ़ा रहा हूँ. ठीक है, और इसीलिए पढ़ा रहा हूँ क्योंकि 3 क्लासेस में ये कंसेप्ट आपको क्लियर होना चाहिए. ठीक है, बाकी सब बाद में आ जाएगा, लेकिन ये कंसेप्ट, बेसिक कंसेप्ट ठीक हो जाना चाहिए. और इसीलिए मैं आपको एग्जाम्पल देते जा रहा हूँ कंटिन्यूअस, कुछ ना कुछ. ठीक है, सो इफ यू फील दैट आपको नहीं ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, मुझे रोको बीच में और बोलो सर ये क्या है. ठीक है, ओके, ग्रेट. चलो, तो फेयर प्राइस.
इनिशियली कुछ डाउट्स थे, बट आज की अगर हम बात करें तो काफी कुछ मतलब ये समझ में आ रहा है कि कंज्यूमर की जो रिक्वायरमेंट है उसको किस तरीके से मार्केटिंग पर्सन अंडरस्टैंड करता है. करेक्ट. और उसको फीचर्स देता है, उसकी क्वालिटी, उसके एक्सपेक्टेशंस, वो सब उस प्रोडक्ट में लाने हैं. और किस तरीके से उसकी प्राइसिंग और प्रोडक्ट डेवलप करना है,
हर चीज
वो आज काफी कुछ मतलब ऐसा क्लियर हुआ है सर.
हर चीज हम लोग जब मार्केटिंग में करते हैं ना, एक मार्केटियर जब करता है, मेरे 35 साल में मैंने जितने भी प्रोडक्ट बनाए हैं, प्रोडक्ट की प्राइसिंग बनाई है वगैरह, हर चीज हम लोग कंज्यूमर को सेंटर में रख के करते हैं। अगर मैगी का पैकेट येलो भी है तो वो कंज्यूमर ने बोला है मुझे, मैंने अपने दिमाग से नहीं बनाया। ठीक है, अगर मैगी का प्राइस हम लोग ने लॉन्च किया था 5 रुपए में, वो कंज्यूमर ने बोला ये ठीक है प्राइस। ठीक है,
but understand for the of his requirement.
करेक्ट, तो उसका नीड और वांट्स एंड डिजायर को नहीं समझोगे, यू कांट मेक अप, डोंट मेक, माने बोलते हैं हम लोग कि डोंट मेक अ प्रोडक्ट एंड देन पुश डाउन द थ्रोट ऑफ अ कंज्यूमर, देन इट विल बी अ फेलियर।
Yes.
आप एक प्रोडक्ट बना लिए और सोचे कि कंज्यूमर इसको लेगा, लेना ही पड़ेगा बिकॉज मैं उसको दे रहा हूँ, नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता है। वो प्रोडक्ट, वो कंपनी फेलियर ही होता है, इसीलिए बहुत सारे स्टार्टअप्स फेल हो जाते हैं।
Yes.
क्योंकि वो मार्केट रिसर्च करते नहीं है, वो जानते नहीं है कंज्यूमर का नीड क्या है, और फिर खुद पे खुद प्रोडक्ट बना के सोचते हैं वो तो मार्केट में चलने ही वाला है, कंज्यूमर को, कस्टमर को चाहिए है।
First we understand the requirement.
Absolutely, the needs, wants, desire is the basic. ठीक है, so yes, pricing में fair price, then typical price। हम लोग बोलते हैं यार you know, एक डोसा का तो प्राइस टिपिकली 10 रुपया होता है, एक रवा डोसा 15 रुपया होता है। ठीक है, एक कुर्ता खरीदेंगे, कुर्ता ठीक है 200-250 में आ जाना चाहिए यार, एक टिपिकल प्राइस हमारे दिमाग में चलता है। ठीक है, टिपिकल प्राइस और फेयर प्राइस में यह है कि फेयर प्राइस इज आपका कोई ना कोई एक्सपेक्टेशन था उस प्राइस का। ठीक है, आपने कहीं ना कहीं उस प्राइस को कभी ना कभी देखा था या कहीं ना कहीं रेफरेंस मिला था आपको, देन आप बोलते हो नहीं वो फेयर प्राइस है। कंज्यूमर का कॉस्ट, आपके दिमाग में उसका कॉस्ट क्या है, आप सोच लेते हो कि उसको बनाने का कॉस्ट क्या है और उसको बेचने का प्राइस क्या रहेगा। बट टिपिकल प्राइसेस मार्केट में, ये टिपिकल प्राइस चलता है, एक डोसा का 15 रुपया, एक प्लेट इडली का 20 रुपया, एक समोसा का 5 रुपया, करेक्ट, टिपिकल प्राइस चलता है। लेकिन फेयर प्राइस है जब आप खुद पे खुद सोच लोगे कि भैया इसको बनाने का कॉस्ट तो 10 रुपया है, वो 15 रुपया में बेचा तो ठीक है, इट्स अ फेयर प्राइस।
So I have a question that fair
हाँ,
price will be dependent on the restaurant and the मतलब places also, na? Because
fair
if we
price, yes, so fair
if we
price
buy
का,
it from the street side, it will cost 10 rupees a samosa. But if it,
the thing is that Anjali, fair price is something जो आपने सोचा है कि मैं ये स्ट्रीट फूड में खरीदूं, उसका कॉस्ट कितना होगा बनाने में, यार 10 रुपया होगा, दूसरा का 15 रुपया ले रहा है, फेयर इज वैल्यू फॉर मनी। हम लोग बहुत आसानी से बोलते हैं, एक वर्ड यूज करते हैं, वैल्यू फॉर मनी। ठीक है, इसका मतलब जो पैसा मैंने दिया उसका वैल्यू मुझे मिल गया, उसका फीचर्स, एडवांटेजेस, बेनिफिट्स मुझे मिल गया, करेक्ट, दैट्स फेयर प्राइस। टिपिकल प्राइस मार्केट में ये प्राइस चल रहा है, बनारस मार्केट में एक प्लेट समोसा 20 रुपए में बिकता है, तो टिपिकल प्राइस है। बस ये तो 50 रुपया ले रहा है, बहुत महंगा है, करेक्ट, got a idea। Then
Yes, sir.
last price paid, this is another consumer preference price, reference pricing। मैंने लास्ट टाइम इसको ना 20 रुपया प्लेट में खरीदा था। I bought this kurti last time in 250 rupees from the same shop, that is my reference, last time this price। ठीक है, upper bound price, lower bound price, reservation price, or the maximum most consumers would pay, lower threshold price, or the minimum most consumers would pay। ठीक है, दोस्त मेरे इस मार्केट में ना सम मैनेजमेंट कोर्सेज जो है इंडिया में 5 लाख से 35 लाख, 35 लाख भी है, 5 लाख भी है। बोलते हैं ना हम लोग बहुत आसानी से बोलते हैं 5 लाख का मैनेजमेंट कोर्स है, IIM में जाओ तो 35 लाख का मैनेजमेंट कोर्स है। ठीक है, सो अपर बाउंड प्राइस IIM जैसी जगह में जाओगे 35 लाख का प्राइस होगा, वो एक आपका रेफरेंस है। और हम लोग बोलते हैं टायर 2 टायर 3 स्कूल्स में जाओगे वो 4-5 लाख में मैनेजमेंट पढ़ाते हैं। स्कूल का फीस, इंग्लिश मीडियम ICSE इंग्लिश मीडियम कॉन्वेंट स्कूल में जाओगे सर, स्कूल का फीस 1 लाख रुपया महीने का, साल का है। लोकल स्कूल में जाओगे 20,000 रुपया साल का होता है ना। सो हम लोग बोलते हैं इसका लोअर, अपर बाउंड प्राइस, लोअर बाउंड प्राइस। ठीक है, एक हैचबैक कार खरीदोगे, मारुति 800, मारुति ऑल्टो खरीदोगे तो आपको 3 लाख में आ जाएगी, और आप हाई i10 खरीदोगे तो पॉसिबली 4 लाख में आ जाएगी। तो ये 3 से 4 के बीच में, करेक्ट। दिस इज आवर अपर बाउंड प्राइस एंड लोअर बाउंड प्राइस, हिस्टोरिकल कंपिटिटर प्राइसेस। ओके, मैं सपोज ठीक है, चलो स्कूटी का एग्जांपल देता है। होंडा एक्टिवा जो फर्स्ट स्कूटी था, मैं ऑटोमेटिक ये था, मैं जानता था कि वो 35-40 हजार में बिकता था। आज एक नया नया ये ऑटोमेटिक स्कूटी आ रहा है, तो मेरे दिमाग में वो होंडा एक्टिवा का प्राइस ही चल रहा है, हिस्टोरिकल प्राइस। यार वो तो 35-40 हजार का प्राइस है, बट जब वो मार्केट में आया 70 हजार का है, नया प्रोडक्ट जब मार्केट में आया, तो देन यू से अरे यार वो मुझे याद है, वो होंडा एक्टिवा 35-40 हजार में आता था, अभी इतना महंगा हो गया यार स्कूटर्स। ठीक है ना, एक्सपेक्टेड फ्यूचर प्राइस। ठीक है, when I know that the product is going to be to raise its price for some reason or the other. Okay, there are plenty of products which I know that the price is going to be high. Okay, so COVID vaccine expected future price is 780 rupees per vaccine. Okay, I can go and get it free in the municipal hospitals. So that's an expected price, future price. Petroleum prices are going up. Okay, the expected future price in the next 1 year time is 150. Okay, I will take it. I have to buy it. I can't do anything. But I know there's an expected price for that. Okay. And usual discounted price. यार वो 100 रुपया बोलते हैं ना यार, वो there is a place called Linking Road here in Mumbai and a fashion street in Mumbai. So if you want to buy the latest fashion on this earth, go to these two places. ठीक है, पूरा फुटपाथ में बिकता है, चारों तरफ भर्ती, and you can really bargain. ठीक है, सो अगर वो 2000 बोला, आप 300 से स्टार्ट करो, 450 में दे देगा। ठीक है, ऐसा है, बट यू कैन गेट अ great bargain and great designs. Quality is not guaranteed. Okay. Now the thing is that plenty of people go and buy it, and people have an idea कि वो discounted price है। जैसे मैंने आपको बोला 2000 रुपया बोलेगा, वो आपको 450 में मिल जाएगी। Usual discounted price in Linking Road is this for a jeans. आप लोग सोच के देखो कि everybody of you have gone through these 8 parameters sometime or the other. जब कुछ खरीदने गए हो, और you have gone through fair price, typical price, last price paid, हर बार आप वही करते हो। Correct. Steps in setting up a price. So when I'm a marketeer, I made a product, how do I set up a price? I set up a price by selecting the pricing objective first. मैं क्या करना चाहता हूँ? I will show you the pricing objective. Let me see whether I have it or not. Yeah. Okay. I will have a pricing objective. There are 6-7 different kinds of pricing objective. I will first set my pricing objective. ठीक है, कि मैं प्रॉफिट कमाना चाहता हूँ, या मेरे को ऐसा प्राइसिंग रखना है कि कंपटीटर को बीट करना है, मेरे को मार्केट शेयर गेन करना है, क्या करना है। ठीक है, सेकंड थिंग दैट आई डू इज डिटरमाइनिंग द डिमांड। मार्केट में डिमांड कितना है, at different price range, what can be the demand in the market? So if I suppose I am making a new car in a hatchback small car segment, I will do a market research and find out that first of all, what is the different demand of the hatchback small car segment cars? Total demand kitna hai? Is the product always in crisis? If it is, you remember we have spoken about demand, over full demand, under. So if my product is, has a huge demand in market, and the total competitors milake, they cannot suffice that demand, that need, then
Mansi, I hope you are able to understand.
Yes, sir. I'm slowly trying to comprehend.
Okay, no problem. If any issue, please connect with sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Sure,
Sir,
sir.
please.
Maybe not an issue. Okay. So if I know that the market has a huge demand of a product, and the total, other companies together they cannot fulfill the demand, that means there's still a place to go and sell, and I can actually charge good price for that. If I am into the market where the demand is already full, is not satisfied, okay, we are all the competitors put together, they are manufacturing 1,000 cars and the market demand is 500. That means if I manufacture another new car and set it at a price with my competitor, I will anyways not be able to sell. If I come at a price which is lower than my competitor, possibly I will be able to sell. Correct. Estimating cost. Every product has a cost, whether it be a good or a service or an experience or whatever, has a cost. Some cost or the other is there. If you are manufacturing a good, then of course the raw material cost, packaging material cost, manufacturing cost, marketing cost, and so on and so forth. Plenty of costs. So first thing is I need to estimate the cost. Kitna cost hai bhaiya taiyar karne mein? Then analyzing competitors' cost, price, and offers. What are the competitors selling? What is the price of the competitor? What can be their cost? What are the offers and discounts given by competitors? Analyze that. Then selecting a price method. There are a couple of different price methods. We'll have to select those price methods. And finally, selecting the final price. Okay, so these are the 6 steps that we do usually when we decide on pricing. So selecting the pricing objective first. So there can be a company, possibly not a company, a product in a company is possibly in a declining stage. Every product has a life cycle. Correct. We said about this. Every product has a life cycle. It is introduced to the market or launched in the market. Then it grows, then it comes to maturity, and then it declines. And from introduction to decline, there can be different pricings. Okay, think about one product called Nokia. All of you know Nokia, right?
Yes,
it was
sir.
it was a great brand 10, 12 years back, or maybe 20 years back. I remember my first phone was a mobile phone in 1998, was a Nokia 3310 model. A big one which used to go into the pocket. In the next 10 years' time, Nokia vanished from the market. There was so much of competition in the market, great products, Android, iOS, iPhones, that Nokia could not compete with them. Nokia, initially, when they were the market leaders, they thought that we are the best, nobody can come closer to us. So they did not change themselves. They did, as we keep saying, that you need to continuously renovate, innovate, add value or value add and differentiate to your product to keep your competition away. Continuously do that. Otherwise, what will happen is you will grow, you will get into a stage where you are matured, your market is matured, your business is matured, and then you will decline and die. Correct. And every stage has a pricing. So when you are actually declining and dying, and there's too much of competition market who has eaten your share in the market, is a question of survival. There's a time I keep my price as low as possible, bare minimum profits, at times even lower than my next best competition. Okay, so that's one strategy, to keep your price at par or a little lower than the competition. When you want to survive, you are declining, you are going to die.
So I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes, Gaurav.
So if you will put a lesser value than the others are making to make the profit, then will it be favorable in the business?
The thing is that
Like,
if you put a lesser value, that means you are reducing your features, advantages, and benefits.
yes, sir.
Will your customer like the product?
That's what I'm asking,
If
because
your customer doesn't like the product, you will not be able to sell the product.
yes,
You can reduce the value of the product. That means give a little less of features, less of advantages, less of benefits. But that will not satisfy the customers. They will go to the competition and buy them. So
so
your
as
business
example, we can take the like there are many companies in education sector which are providing the course at the very low cost.
correct.
Like if I take the IIT JEE coaching, then physics wala is providing it at the 5,000 or 6,000 for a year. and there is an academy which is selling it at the 60,000 or 70,000.
Correct.
So my question is that how they make profit in this situation?
The thing is that sometimes they don't make profit. They want to compete so fast that they get more and more customers. They get more market share.
But
Okay.
sir, physics
So-
wala has become a unicorn with this price. So,
I know. You
yes,
forget physics wala. When
Yes,
Byju's came into the market, okay, when
Yes,
Byju's,
sir.
the thing is that physics wala has become an unicorn because there are investors who are investing on physics wala.
yes, sir.
ठीक है, अगर फिजिक्स वाला को अपने पॉकेट के पैसे से बिजनेस करना होता, he couldn't have sold it at a price which is lower than the cost.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, so either he's making a bare minimum cost or he's having a loss on the product, which is not a great idea to grow business. So
just to मतलब add value कि unicorn is nothing. अभी उसका जो market valuation है वो 8,000 करोड़ का है, उसको क्योंकि 700 करोड़ का लोन मिला हुआ है या somebody has invested, उसकी अपनी रेवेन्यू नहीं है.
वो क्या कर रहा है, दूसरे का पैसा उड़ा रहा है.
हाँ, तो अभी उसका अपना कोई रेवेन्यू नहीं है, वो सब पैसा हवा में है.
ठीक है, बायजूस का हालत
so that is the problem with the unicorns.
बायजूस इंडिया में इतना
that is not the real business. हाँ,
इंडिया में इतना हालत खराब है कि वो बाहर से पैसा ले रहा है, इन्वेस्टमेंट ले रहा है, और मेसी जैसा एक वर्ल्ड रिनाउंड फुटबॉलर को अपना ब्रांड एम्बेसडर बना रहा है. क्या कर रहा है, इन्वेस्टर का पैसा उड़ा रहा है. ठीक है, कुछ नहीं होगा. Another possibly 2 years, 3 years down the line, इन्वेस्टर बोलेंगे बस आपका प्रॉफिट तो हो नहीं रहा है, we'll take out the money from you.
That's what I was asking, that will they make profit in long term, or
if they don't make profit, they will not survive. Huh? As simple as that. If you don't make profit in a business, you will not survive. And for that, the right pricing is important. Don't fight with competition so hard that you start getting into losses and finally decline and die. Okay.
Yes,
So either you understand your competition well, उसका pricing कहाँ पर है, ठीक है, उसका costing क्या है, and then make your costing accordingly. ठीक है, आप फिजिक्स वाला में IIT का प्रोफेसर को लेके आओगे फिजिक्स पढ़ाने के लिए, ठीक है, और अन अकेडमी में लोकल स्कूल के टीचर्स को लेके आओगे पढ़ाने के लिए, दोनों में कॉस्ट का डिफरेंस तो होगा ना. Correct. So this is something which needs to be kept in mind. So I was talking about survival. When companies are declining or they are dying, they usually stay afloat. They keep a pricing which is very, very competitive, sometimes lesser than the next best competitor, or at par with the competitor. That's called survival pricing. Maximum current profit pricing. I want to make maximum profit. And how do they decide on that? They decide on the basis of the demand. If the product has a good demand and customers are ready to pay more, okay, then they charge higher price so that they can make maximum profit. Okay, then it can be maximum.
Sir, very good example is the Jio, sir. Actually,
yes.
Yeah, the telecom company, sir. Actually, they launches the 4G, and for a very long period, they give free net to the service.
That is for that is for maximum market share.
Yeah.
They wanted to compete with Vodafone and Idea and Aircel and all those companies together. Okay, and Airtel. And what they did was they almost started giving free. Now for Reliance is possible because they have a huge capital with them. They don't borrow money from outside.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Now they can manage for some time, but think about that same Reliance 5 years down the line, what they have done. Today they are almost at par, or in fact some of their packages are even costlier than Vodafone and Airtel. Okay. And to be very honest, all of them are at losses. Big losses.
Yes,
they are fighting so fiercely with each other that to grab market share, they're into losses. Okay.
Yes.
Maximum market skimming. This is done when you are introducing the product and your product is unique in the market. Okay, when your product is unique in the market and you have made a product according to the needs, wants, and desire of a consumer, then consumer, to find out, to get your product, they do not have any choice but to come to you and they have to buy your product. Okay, because your product is very unique and they're satisfying some needs, wants, and desires of the consumer. Now, during some period, you can keep your price at the maximum. Keep your price at the maximum till the customer can or the consumer can afford it. Okay? And that's called price skimming. उस टाइम तक कंपटीशन नहीं है तो आप जितना चाहते हो अपना प्रॉफिट बना लो, प्राइस बढ़ा के प्रॉफिट बनाओ जब तक आपका कंज्यूमर till when your consumer can afford the price. At one point of time, there'll be one first competitor, second competitor, third competitor, and then you cannot do this price scheming. You have started fighting with your competitor, so you have to be either at par with your competitor in pricing, or you keep adding value and keep increasing prices. Okay. So most important thing to understand here is that the more you add value.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, I've observed that some product they are in market, sir. They are not increasing the prices, but they are decreasing the quantity of the product, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, that strategy.
That is a
following, sir.
Particularly any food product would do that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Starting from Maggi ne bhi kiya hai, starting from Pulse Candy ne bhi kiya hai, so any food product does it. Okay. Now, when they know that I have to be in the market and I can't add more value to the product, that means I can't add more features, advantages, and benefits to the product, and still I have to be in the competitive market with a competitive price. And very, very importantly, the product that you're saying, Kumar, your name is Gaurav, right? Yeah, Gaurav. That pricing is, that strategy is taken by product by organizations which has product which sells in price point. Price point किसको बोलते हैं कि आप जो product को either price ending में बेचते हो 99, 109, 199, or you sell it at the price of at the value of your coins or currencies. So 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupee, 10 rupee, 20 rupee, 50 rupee, 100 rupee, 200 रुपी, 2000 रुपी, ये अगर प्राइसिंग है, आपका प्राइस है, अभी सोचो आप 1 रुपया का एक चॉकलेट बेच रहे हो, कैन यू सडनली डू इट 2 रुपीज? नो, मैं मैगी बेच रहा था 5, मैं जब मैगी लॉन्च किया था 1983 में, ठीक है, मैगी में 5 रुपया में बेचता था। 5 से 10 करना बहुत मुश्किल है, कोई नहीं लेगा। मैंने 5 से 6 किया था, 2500 टन प्रोडक्ट बिकता था, वो निकल के आके 500 टन हो गया। बिकॉज पीपल आर यूज्ड टू अ पर्टिकुलर प्राइस पॉइंट, उसको प्राइस पॉइंट बोलते हैं, ठीक है। इन दोज केसेस व्हाट यू कैन ओनली डू इज रिड्यूस द क्वांटिटी। सो पल्स कैंडी, यू रिमेंबर दोस कैंडीज, अंदर में चूरन रहता था, ठीक है। पल्स कैंडी केम इनटू द मार्केट इन 1 रुपी। आज धीरे धीरे दूसरे कंपनीज भी आने शुरू हो गए, ठीक है, एंड कंपटीशन बढ़ना शुरू हो गया। प्राइस ऑफ द रॉ मटेरियल स्टार्टेड गोइंग अप, शुगर प्राइसेस वेंट अप एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट वेंट अप, सो दे कुड, if they had to survive in the market, they had to sell it at 1 rupees 20 paisa per se. They could not do it because people will not buy at 1 rupee 20 paisa.
Sir, so it will make the profit, or it will only be in the survival condition? It is feasible in long term.
How they will make profit is they will reduce the quantity, as Gaurav said. So पहले शायद वो 20 ग्राम का चॉकलेट था, अभी उसको 15 ग्राम कर दिया। आपको समझ में भी नहीं आएगा कि 2 ग्राम कम हो गया, कंज्यूमर को समझ में नहीं आएगा, बट they will keep surviving at a price, they will keep making a profit at a price. But एक पॉइंट आएगा जहां पर उससे छोटा आप नहीं कर सकते। That this time what we do is we increase the quantity to a level where we can make the product price to the next price point. So 5 रुपया था, मैं 10 रुपया करना है, मैं 100 ग्राम का 5 रुपया देता था, उसको घटाते 60 ग्राम कर दिया, उससे कम नहीं कर सकता बिकॉज पैकेट इतना छोटा है, लोग लेंगे नहीं।
As now mostly consuming items in this level.
Correct. So what I did was I increased the quantity to somewhere around 150 gram or 170 grams and make the product for 10 rupees now. So धीरे धीरे 5 रुपया बंद हो गया, 10 rupees का मैगी आना शुरू हुआ, ठीक है। So this is how you do it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Third,
sir, I'm again having a question, sir.
हाँ बोलो।
Sir, is there any government authority, sir? Actually, they are always looking for the quality of the product, sir. like FMCG products and all,
Yes.
rather than quality or in quantity also, sir?
There are some specific specifications of quantity by Government of India. Yeah. So you
Yes, sir.
cannot make a product money if you don't follow that rules of that quantity. Okay. So Pulse Candy में छोटे products में उतना कुछ उनका ये नहीं है, but बड़े products में जैसे oil, ठीक है, जो अपना सरसों का तेल वगैरह होता है, वो तो 1 लीटर बनाओ या 200 ml बनाओ या 500 ml बनाओ, आप 300 ml नहीं बना सकते, आप 750 ml नहीं बना सकते, ठीक है. So these are a couple of regulations they have. Yes.
So why we cannot make 300 or 750 ml bottles?
Because government has not allowed you. Okay, government.
And the
has
reason
given,
behind it?
reason there's government has some rules now for every product in the market, every category in the market. Okay, government has some rules. So the government said that nahi, oil ke bottles 1 liter 500 ml or 200 ml tak ho sakta. Okay. So every product का उन्होंने specify, every category का specify कर दिया, ये
पैकिंग स्टैंडर्ड
standards हो सकता है, correct. Okay. Okay.
जैसे गौरव जी ने अभी सर एक पूछना चाहूंगा.
हाँ, बोल.
गौरव जी ने एक लास्ट जैसे एग्जांपल दिया था कि जियो वाला.
जी.
इन दिस कंडीशन हाउ टू सर्वाइव.
कुछ
जैसे
नहीं,
वोडाफोन
पहले तो अभी तो
क्योंकि मार्केट कैप है उनके पास, वो ठीक है, उनके पास था तो उन्होंने.
Doesn't matter. They're into tremendous losses. You go
Vodafone, Idea, some other players are go back. Very bad condition in this market.
They're in very, very bad condition. Reliance can survive because Reliance has a huge backup of their own industry.
Yes.
But Vodafone and Airtel, they are just surviving. They can pack up any day and they can go. Okay. So that's the strategy. That's the strategy of Indian players like Adani and Reliance and all. They are very ruthless in this. ठीक है, वो उनका इतना सारा इंडस्ट्री है, एक में लॉस होगा तो उनको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ठीक है, that's the kind of. However, that's not a great business idea. ठीक है, because at one point of time, if there is no competition in the market, who is going to suffer? Consumers suffer. If competition is there, you are always assured about good quality. ठीक है, if competition is not there, अगर एक ही कंपनी रहेगा, monopoly रहेगा उसका ना, then consumers suffer. Consumers do not have a choice but to go and buy that, and they can play around with quality, they can play around with price, everything. Correct. So that's not a great strategy, a great idea to do business. Yeah. Sometimes
इसमें सर एक पेटेंट का एक रहता है, प्रोडक्ट जैसे पेटेंट करवाते हैं गवर्नमेंट से. अगर एक पेटेंट वाला रहता है,
patent is a different thing.
Yes,
patent is absolutely a different. It's patent karana and patent rehna. Okay. Patent can be there with specific time period. Patent cannot be for lifetime.
Yes.
जैसे medicines के patent होते हैं, ठीक है. So एक time के बाद वो patent निकल जाता है, उसके बाद everybody can make it. ठीक है. So patent is a temporary thing. Patent बनाना ठीक है, एक नया टेक्नोलॉजी आया, उसका पेटेंट करा दिए, नया फॉर्मूला आया, पेटेंट करा दिए. But उसके बाद
for that period we can sell maximum price and earn profit.
You can do that because you don't have a competition there. ठीक है. But beyond one time, of course, competition will come and then you are in a problem. Okay. Product quality leadership. Some of the products do their pricing according to the perceived quality. Suppose I talk about, brands like Gucci. I don't know whether you are aware of these brands, Gucci, luxury brands, Gucci.
Yes, sir.
Even talk about Rolls-Royce. Okay, car. So these are all luxury brands. They are supposed to be great quality products. Okay. Even talk about Adidas, talk about Nike. Though they are not luxury products, but they have brands which are luxury brands. Yeah. So they are supposed to be, perceived as a great quality product. And when they are perceived as great quality, the pricing actually is always higher with that product quality relationship. I have given a good quality, so I will always have a higher price. Okay, so their price will always be more than general competition in the market. Okay, and then the pricing of other objectives like non-profit organizations, or education institutes, just taking away. Abhi to education institute has become a profitable business, but there are plenty of government education institutes. Okay, they will just take that much price so that they can meet up the cost ठीक है, non-profit organization, NGOs, they will take that much price that they will meet up the cost. ठीक है, whatever is there to run the business. So these are a couple of pricing objectives that can happen, and accordingly you start making your price. Now there's something called inelastic and elastic demand. Okay, inelastic demand is if I raise the price of a product, okay, if they raise the price of the product, the change in demand is negligible. Okay, so petroleum price 100 से 105 हो जाएगा. Do you think demand will go down heavily?
No, sir.
Right. Oil prices, सरसों का तेल हम लोग घर पे इस्तेमाल करते हैं, सनफ्लावर ऑयल, सरसों का तेल 60 रुपीज था, 70 हुआ, 70 से 80 हुआ, 80 से 100 हुआ, आज भी 160 रुपीज चल रहा है. Do you think there is a big change in the demand? No. ठीक है, so there are some products which do not change with the change in the, which do not, whose demand do not change heavily with the price. That's called inelastic demand. Some products which actually have a huge impact on their price. If you increase the price, the sales will go down drastically. Okay, so sometimes it happens for products which are not regular use products. ठीक है, आज अचानक आपने प्राइस बढ़ा दिया, so the demand can come down very heavily. So that's called an elastic demand. Okay, can you think about any product which has that kind of elastic demand?
So it will depend on the competition in the market. Like
No, I'm talking about product. I'm not talking about competition. I'm talking about a category whose prices suddenly, जैसे मैंने बोला, petroleum price has gone up, demand doesn't change. Edible oils price has gone up, demand doesn't change. Salt price has gone up, demand doesn't change. ठीक है.
Sir, like face wash, sir, I will use soap instead of it.
Perfect. Face vegetables आपका प्राइस बढ़ता है तो आप कम खाते हो क्या?
नहीं तो शिफ्ट हो जाएंगे पल्स में या some other vegetables.
Food is a basic need. Food is a basic need. आप रेस्टोरेंट में जाना कम कर सकते हो. फूड प्रोडक्ट्स के प्राइस रेस्टोरेंट में बढ़ गए तो आप रेस्टोरेंट में खाना कम कर सकते हो. बट आप जनरल वेजिटेबल्स जो घर पे यूज करते हो, चावल, दाल, वेजिटेबल्स जो घर पे खाना खाते हो, वो आप प्राइस 5 रुपए से 10 रुपया भी हो गया, सीजनल चेंजेस हो गया, नेक्स्ट ईयर बढ़ गया, फ्रूट्स बढ़ गया, आप ऐसा नहीं करते हो कि आप बंद कर देते हो ना. द चेंज विल बी वेरी माइनर. But for food, eating food in a restaurant, if the restaurant prices have gone up heavily, your eating food in the restaurant will go down drastically. Correct.
Luxurious items.
Luxury items, or even if you talk about that way, if you talk about cars, suddenly car prices have gone up, huge mobile prices have gone up. You will use mobile, but you will possibly not use that brand.
So one example I'm remembering that the onion price were previously onion price were 200 or 260 rupees kilo. So people had reduced the use of it.
हाँ ठीक है, but that's a temporary price. No, वो तो black marketing हो रहा था उसके. But think about onion prices. आज के दिन में 30 रुपया का प्राइस है, कल 40 रुपया हो गया. आपके घर पे कम खाओगे? नहीं खाओगे. But some products आप सच्ची में 30 का 40 हो गया ना, आप कम ही कर दोगे उसको. ठीक है, so वो एक. Okay, selecting a pricing method. So basically we need to think about a low price. Okay, no possible profit at this price. Okay, which is often called a floor price. Then there is a cost. Okay, then there is a competitor price. And then there is a center point called orienting price. And a maximum किस price में बेच सकते हो? Ceiling price. Customers assessment of unique product features. So मैं customer के पास जाऊंगा और बोलूंगा ये आईफोन को आप कितना में दे सकते हो? किस कस्टमर बोलेंगे मैं इसको 10,000 में दूंगा, कुछ कस्टमर बोलेंगे मैं इसको 1 लाख में. 1 लाख मेरा सीलिंग प्राइस है, मैं उससे ज्यादा प्राइस में बेच नहीं सकता. ठीक है. एंड देन अगेन मेरा लोएस्ट प्राइस क्या है कि मेरा जो कॉस्ट है उतना मुझे रिकवर करना है. मेरा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट इस आईफोन का अगर 50,000 है, तो आई हैव टू रिकवर दैट कॉस्ट मिनिमम विथ माय प्राइस.
It's called maximum selling price.
नहीं, नथिंग टू डू विथ मैक्सिमम सेलिंग प्राइस. जो आप एमआरपी बोल रहे हो या एमएसपी बोल रहे हो, दैट्स नथिंग टू डू विद दैट. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट आप मिनिमम कॉस्ट कितने में बेस, मिनिमम प्राइस कितने में, कि आपका जितना आपका एक मैगी बनाने में 10 रुपये 5 रुपया कॉस्ट है, आप 0 प्रॉफिट करो, आप 5 रुपया में बेच सकते हो. और कंज्यूमर बोलते हैं नहीं, वही प्रोडक्ट आप 20 रुपया तक लो, मैं खरीद लूंगा. आप मैक्सिमम प्राइस कितना दे सकते हो, प्राइस रख सकते हो, दैट इज 20 रुपया. इन बिटवीन आपका कंपटीटर आएगा, ठीक है, और इन बिटवीन सीलिंग प्राइस के नीचे आएगा कस्टमर असेसमेंट, माने कस्टमर कितना प्राइस बोलता है, ठीक है, दैट्स कॉल्ड द सीलिंग प्राइस. ये दोनों के बीच में आपका प्राइस होना चाहिए. आप आइदर 0 प्रॉफिट करो और मैक्सिमम जितना कस्टमर बोलता है उतना, उससे ज्यादा, ठीक है. सो कॉस्ट प्राइस, कॉस्ट इज द प्राइस, फ्लोर प्राइस, इससे नीचे मैं बेच नहीं सकता. कंपटीटर प्राइस इज ओरिएंटेशन प्राइस. बेसिकली मैं कंपटीशन के साथ मैं कॉस्ट रिकवर कर लिया, उसके बाद मैं कंपटीशन के साथ कंपीट कर सकता हूँ. कंपटीटर मेरा कॉस्ट प्राइस है 5 रुपया, कंपटीटर 8 रुपया में बेच रहा है, मैं 8 रुपया में बेच, ठीक है, दैट्स एन ओरिएंटेशन प्राइस. कंपटीशन 10 में बेच रहा है, मैं 10 रुपये में बेच सकता हूँ. और मैक्सिमम कितने में बेच सकता हूँ, कि my consumers have said you can sell it at 20 rupees. It's a wonderful product, you can sell it at 20 rupees. So maximum I can charge 20 rupees. This is called selecting a pricing method. Which price do you want to select? Okay. There's something called break even. What is break even? Any idea?
Yes. No profit, no loss.
No profit, no loss. Okay. मेरा production cost,
process cost, manpower cost, all the costs including
production cost,
raw material,
cost,
manpower,
etc. उसके ऊपर marketing cost वगैरह जो भी है, ठीक है, administrative cost, मेरा rental cost जो भी है, सारा cost मिला के जितना होता है मेरा price उतना होना चाहिए. That's called break even. ठीक है, वहां पर मैं no profit no loss situation में, करें. Okay, then we are going to talk about place. That is where we are going to distribute our products. So marketing channel, sets of interdependent organizations participating in the process of making a product or service available for consumption. Okay. So basically what I'm talking about is where are you going to distribute and how are you going to distribute? So आपने सुना होगा distributor होते हैं, सब distributor होते हैं, stockists होते हैं, agents होते हैं. These are all what? Organizations, छोटे-छोटे organizations who help the company to reach the product from the organization to the consumer. Even a retailer, जो किराना दुकान है, जो supermarket है, they are also organizations, right? And they help your product to reach to the consumer. So that is called a marketing channel. Intermediaries like merchants, agents, distributor, facilitator, whatever. ठीक है, सारे लोग जो आपका कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट को कंज्यूमर तक ले जाने का हेल्प कर रहा है, that's called a channel, marketing channel. Okay, so using 2 or more marketing channels to reach customers is called multi-channel marketing. Okay, omni-channel is basically when we are talking about digital as well as physical. ठीक है, digital channel means e-commerce. ठीक है, मैं Amazon के थ्रू से भी बेच रहा हूँ, मैं एक दुकान में भी बेच रहा हूँ. That's omni-channel. मेरे पास एक ई-कॉमर्स भी है और मेरा एक दुकान भी है. एप्पल फोन का अपने वेबसाइट में भी आप जाके खरीद सकते हो और एप्पल फोन का डीलरशिप भी है, जहां पर शोरूम है वहां पर भी है. दैट्स कॉल्ड ओमनी चैनल. एंड इंटीग्रेटेड मार्केटिंग चैनल, जहां पर ऑल चैनल्स में आप जाके बेच रहे हो. ठीक है, आप किराना में भी बेच रहे हो, सुपरमार्केट में भी बेच रहे हो, ई-कॉमर्स में अमेज़न वगैरह में बेच रहे हो, सारे जगह में बेच रहे हो. ठीक है, दैट्स इंटीग्रेटेड मार्केटिंग. ओके, digital channel revolution. After digital channel or your mobile marketing or your e-commerce like Amazon or Myntra or Flipkart has come in, what has happened is customer support in store, online and phone. So you have got everything to do it in store. आप स्टोर में जाके खरीद सकते हो, ऑनलाइन जाके खरीद सकते हो, इवन फोन में जाके खरीदते हो. करेक्ट. चेक ऑनलाइन फॉर प्रोडक्ट्स अवेलेबिलिटी एट लोकल स्टोर्स. ठीक है, कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि आप मेनी टाइम्स हम लोग सब कर रहे हैं. मैं मोबाइल फोन खरीदने गया, आई वेंट टू अ स्टोर टू बाय अ मोबाइल फोन, आई चेक 10 मोबाइल फोन्स, I chose one to buy, and then I immediately take out my phone or my computer and check the price in Amazon. करते हैं ना? Very often we do it. ठीक है? So check online for the product availability at a local store. Order product online to pick up at a store. ठीक है? There are a lot of online channels now like DMart online, Reliance online. Yeah, they have pickup points. Amazon, they have pickup points where you can go and order in online and go and pick up at the store. And of course, there are returns. You can purchase the product online and return at a nearby store. ये भी हो रहा है. ठीक है? Digital business has become a huge success and is going to be more successful in the coming days. Okay. So coming back to, role of marketing channel. So what does a marketing channel member do? So a distributor, or agent, a retailer, or a sub-stockist, whatever. Okay. So what do? Gather information about potential current customers, competitors, and other actors and forces in the market. So these distributors are your eyes and ears in the market. Correct. If you talk about a company like Nestle, distributors are working in the market. They know the retailers. The retailers know the consumers. So they are the eyes and ears of the company. Correct. They get all the information of the customers, the market, the competition, everything. Develop and disseminate persuasive communication to stimulate purchasing. Basically, they do the selling. Correct. So these intermediaries, they actually develop stories for selling. To customers, to persuade customers, to go behind customers and sell them the product. Negotiate and reach agreements on price and other terms so that transfer of ownership of position can be effective. So they also do one thing, they negotiate on price, they negotiate on, with customers, okay, and finally decide on an agreed price for what they can sell. Don't only think about purchasing a soap, think about a Xerox machine you are selling it to, a photocopier machine you are selling it to an office. Who will go? The agent will go, right? The sales agent, selling agent will go there. He will do the price negotiation. He will do the terms and conditions, and then he will sell the product. Selling a product means transferring of ownership. Correct? From the company to the customer. Place orders with manufacturer. They are the people who take orders from the market and place orders to the manufacturer to supply the product. Correct? Acquire the funds to finance inventories at different levels in the market channel. So they acquire funds, they bring funds, either from bank or from their own investment, they bring funds in the system, correct? Assume risk connected with carrying out channel work. So once the company has sold the product to the distributor or a stockist or any agent in between, the company's responsibility is over. The next responsibility is of that distributor to take any risk regarding that product in the market. Provide for successive storage and movement. So they also provide space for storage, warehouse, etc., inventory management. Provide for buyer payment of their bill through banks and others. So they interact with the banks. Okay, so that banks either provide the funding or investment money or loans or whatever. Okay. And of course, oversees the actual transfer of ownership from one organization or person to another. So if it's a B2B business, business to business, agent in between, the distributor in between, they actually see to it that the ownership of the product, once the product is sold, the ownership of the product is transferred from one organization to the other. Correct? Any questions here?
So in this cycle, who makes more profit?
Who makes more profit? What do you mean by that?
Like, so you had said that once the company had sold the product to the distributor, they have become the owner of it, so they can change the price as per their.
No, they can't change the price. The price has to be in Indian market. The price is almost set by the company. Okay, they can't sell more than the MRP. जैसे हम लोग MRP बोलते हैं, or the selling price. They can't sell more than that. Okay, so they have to sell at a particular price. In fact, when it's a B2B product,
company will fix the price, commission.
Company will fix the distributor commission or distributor margin. Okay, so they can't charge more than that margin.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions?
No, sir.
So distributor or the intermediaries, distributor, agents, and so on, they are very, 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 very powerful part of the business for any organization. Okay. So consumer and industrial marketing channels. So once you can see on the left is the consumer marketing channel, on the right is the industrial marketing channel. So consumer marketing channel can be of 4 types, basically 0 level, straight away from the market manufacturer to the consumer. So if I want to buy an Apple phone, I will go to Apple's website, put an order there, and they will supply it directly to me. Okay. Consumer marketing from 1 level, manufacturer to retailer to consumer. So I'm a manufacturer. Suppose companies like, Pepsi, okay, or not Pepsi, Balaji Wafers is one company who manufactures and actually straight away goes and sells it to retailer. There is no distributor in between. Okay, and so what happens is when you don't have a distributor in between, so there is a direct connect between the retailer and the manufacturer. Okay, then manufacturer, wholesaler or distributor, then to the retailer and consumer. This is the most common model. Manufacturer to a wholesaler or distributor who distributes it to the retailer and then to the consumer. And third is manufacturer to a wholesaler who does basically manufacturer to a wholesaler is basically some sort of a raw material or a material of the product. Then he gives it to a jobber. A jobber is one who actually makes the product. Job work karate na hum log bolte hain job work kiya. Okay. And so then he goes and sells it to the retailer. Sometimes the wholesaler buys in bulk and breaks the bulk into smaller quantities by the jobber, and then he goes and gives it to the retailer.
Mostly import the material.
Imported materials. When it comes in containers or pellets, that's something they do.
Loose quantity, bulk quantity.
Correct. Okay. Industrial products, same. Manufacturer to the industrial customer, B2B. Manufacturer to industrial distributor to industrial customer. And then manufacturer to manufacturer's representative. So branch offices. We have manufacturers representative branch offices in different countries, different states. From there, it goes to a distributor and then to the customer. Or manufacturer representative directly sells it to the customer. And third is again manufacturer sales branches. Same thing like representative outsiders, manufacturer sales branches are their own. And they either sell it to the customer or to a distributor. Correct.
Sir, in future, we will see level 1. Actually, most of the channels
level one is all not future. Today,
reduce.
Level one is the main thing which is happening, and 60% of the businesses are done in level 1 only. That from only thing is that the major businesses are also done in level 2 also, level 1 and level 2 also, because Amazon and Flipkart, these are all retailers, right? In between they are retailers. Okay. Identifying major channel alternatives. So there are 3 kinds of channel alternatives. Distribute up exclusive distribution. De sakte ho? What is exclusive? I have given a full area to one distributor. So one full distributor for Maharashtra, one full distributor for South India. So Apple in India has 4 distributors. One for North, one for South, one for East, one for West. So that's absolutely exclusive distribution of Apple. Okay, so no other distributors are appointed by Apple. Exclusive distribution rights given to this distributor. Selective distribution. Suppose when Lenovo was selling phones, Lenovo used to have selective distributors who were selling only their laptops and distributors who were selling only their phones. So very selective. Distributors will not sell all the products. Selective products given to selective. Even Bajaj does the same thing. Bajaj
classification of product.
Not really classification, but segregation of product. Okay. So just like Bajaj automobiles, they sell their motorbikes through a particular distributor, and they sell their scooters through particular system. Okay. They don't mix up. Okay. And they also sell their commercial vehicles through a particular distributor. And intensive distribution is sell everywhere. All kind of products sell everywhere to all distributors. Correct. E-commerce, we all know what e-commerce is. Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Big Basket, and so on and so forth. They're all e-commerce. They sell through the internet, uses the website to transact or facilitate the sale of products and service online. We all know that, right? And there are 2 kinds. One is pure click, that is only e-commerce. One is brick and click. So Apple is a brick and click actually. Apple has Apple sells through e-commerce also, and Apple sells through its own stores also. Okay, brick and mortar stores are basically जो physical stores है, ठीक है? Mobile marketing practices. This is the most developing business. In fact, Praveen, e-commerce से भी ज्यादा वो जो आप बोल रहे थे ना, first वाला is more happening. In fact, आज के दिन में आप अगर सोचोगे, you just unconsciously buy more in mobile than in your laptop or PC. ठीक है? आज हम लोग हर चीज मोबाइल पे जाते हैं, Amazon, Myntra, सबका ऐप डाउनलोड किया हुआ है, वहीं से जाके खरीदो और straight away. Mobile channels and media can keep consumers as connected and interacting with a brand as they choose. Advertising, promotion, सब कुछ करते हैं वहां पर मोबाइल में. Correct. And we also buy it. Only issue is privacy issue. Even geofencing करते हैं हम लोग का मोबाइल में. Are you aware that mobile is tracking you throughout the day? आप कहां से भी कहीं भी जा रहे हो, मोबाइल is keeping a track on you, and your data is being, taken by organizations.
Yes,
sir.
Google is doing, sir.
Come again?
When
Google is
when-
doing, Microsoft is
Yes.
doing, Apple is doing, everybody is doing.
when we search any product, so then we get the many similar product
Not only
advertisement.
that, not only that. Today, when the technology has gone to such an extent, you cross a supermarket, okay, and you start getting offers of that supermarket store's products in your mobile phone. Even that supermarket can track you. And it's not the supermarket who's tracking you, it's either Google or Apple or somebody is tracking you, and they are giving the information to the guy that Praveen is crossing your supermarket. Even today, if I have kept my mobile phone closed, the mobile phone is tracking me. Okay, is that dangerous? Okay, so privacy issues are there, however, you can't stop it. That's important. Last but not least, promotion, a role of marketing communication. So we all know that there is enough and more communication going across, and marketing हम लोग सब कोई first चीज कोई भी अगर आपको बोलता है आप क्या करते हो, मैं marketing में काम करता हूँ, तो first thing he will say आप advertisement बनाते हो. So and we were discussing this in our first class, and remember I said that marketing communication or promotion is just one part of marketing.
And one more important thing, sir, that all are having a different background. And when IIM Bangalore professor was there, he said very appropriate thing. Actually, we all are marketeers. We market our communication, we market our thoughts, we market our brand image. We create our brand image with our relatives and friends.
Absolutely, yes.
And moreover, he said very good point that everybody is having a two specialization, like one is a depth and one is a width. So up to certain limit, like he's working as an operation manager, Gaurav, and suddenly after 5 years, he will become a general manager. Correct. Where he is concerned about everything.
That's what I said in the first class. That all of you at one point of time will become general manager, not functional managers.
Yeah, I think it was your
so you will start handling
even
business.
Education department, like so everything. I think either Pathak ji is in HR, so they have to know this marketing, otherwise they will not survive.
Because you would be handling business, and if you handle business, you are responsible for profit and loss of that business. So आपको end to end सब कुछ जानना पड़ेगा. Procurement कहाँ से होता है, manufacturing कहाँ से होता है, logistics कैसे जाता है, supply chain क्या होता है, finance क्या है.
Everything is business driven. Everything is business.
Ultimately आपको माल बेच के पैसा लाके कंपनी को देना पड़ेगा.
If we will in job, definitely all of them known कि ये कैसे होता है, मार्केटिंग भी कैसे होता है. अभी हम एचआर की अगर बात करें तो हम एचआर में सिर्फ मैन पावर, बैलेंस, वो सैलरी वगैरह या स्टैट्यूटरी कंप्लायंसेस इतना ही जानते हैं. तो उसको ये नहीं पता कि प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, कहाँ से क्या आ रहा है. तो वो मैनेजमेंट के थ्रू, कोर्स के थ्रू अगर हम जान सकते हैं, मतलब अच्छा ये हम लोगों को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए एक अच्छा वे है.
So marketing communication, the means by which firms attempt to inform, persuade and remind consumers about products and brands they sell. तीन चीजें मार्केटिंग कम्युनिकेशन. जब लोग एडवर्टाइज करते हैं या कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, कहीं पर भी करें, हम लोग तीन चीज करते हैं. हम लोग इन्फॉर्म करते हैं कस्टमर को, हम लोग कस्टमर के पीछे पड़ते हैं प्रोडक्ट खरीदने के लिए, एंड फाइनली रिमाइंड करते हैं कस्टमर। ये 3 काम हम लोग करते हैं कम्युनिकेशन प्रमोशन के थ्रू से, ठीक है। एंड व्हाट आर द कम्युनिकेशन मार्केटिंग? कम्युनिकेशन में एडवर्टाइजमेंट कर सकते हैं, सेल्स प्रमोशन कर सकते हैं। सेल्स प्रमोटर्स आप लोग देखे हो ना मार्केट में, जो सेल्स प्रमोटर्स खड़े होकर आपको सैम्पलिंग करते हैं, बेचते हैं, ठीक है, दैट सेल्स प्रमोशन। देयर आर मेनी काइंड्स ऑफ सेल्स प्रमोशन। इवेंट्स एंड एक्सपीरियंसेस, बहुत सारे इवेंट्स होते हैं जहां पर हम लोग स्पॉन्सर करते हैं। टीवी में हजारों इवेंट हो रहे हैं, हर इवेंट को स्पॉन्सर किया जाता है, करेक्ट। पब्लिक रिलेशंस एंड पब्लिसिटी, बेसिकली मीडिया, जो हमारा प्रेस है, प्रेस मीडिया, टीवी मीडिया, रेडियो मीडिया, इसको इस्तेमाल करके हम कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, ठीक है। इधर हम उसके थ्रू से आर्टिकल लिखवाते हैं और उसके प्रेस में लिखते हैं, या कोई प्रोग्राम बनाते हैं, ठीक है, जो टीवी में दिखाते हैं। हमारी कंपनी का ही प्रोग्राम, हमारी प्रोडक्ट का प्रोग्राम टीवी वाले दिखाएंगे, ठीक है, और नहीं तो रेडियो में बोलते हैं, ठीक है। सो यूजिंग द मीडिया इज बेसिकली पब्लिक रिलेशन एंड पब्लिसिटी। पब्लिक रिलेशनशिप में हम खुद आर्टिकल लिख के इसको मीडिया को पैसा देते हैं उसको डालने के लिए, और पब्लिसिटी इज मीडिया खुद हमारा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का इंफॉर्मेशन लेके खुद लिखता है, वहां पर पैसे की बात नहीं। ओनली थिंग दैट प्रॉब्लम यह है कि मीडिया खुद हमारा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का इंफॉर्मेशन लेके जब लिखता है तो कंट्रोल हमारा नहीं रहता है, वो कुछ भी लिख सकता है। लेकिन पब्लिक रिलेशनशिप में हमारा कंट्रोल है, हम क्या बताना चाहते हैं पब्लिक को, ये हमारा कंट्रोल है, ठीक है। ऑनलाइन एंड सोशल मीडिया, वी ऑल नो दिस नाउ, ठीक है। मोबाइल मार्केटिंग, वी ऑल नो। डायरेक्ट एंड डेटाबेस मार्केटिंग, ईमेल आता है आपके पास, दिन में 50 ईमेल आते हैं एडवर्टाइजमेंट के, 50 फोन कॉल्स आते हैं एडवर्टाइजमेंट के, 50 SMS आते हैं, 50 व्हाट्सएप आते हैं विद एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स, ठीक है। दिस इज डायरेक्ट मार्केटिंग। व्हाई डायरेक्ट मार्केटिंग? इज 101 दैट व्हाट्सएप इज जस्ट कमिंग टू यू, so you are seeing that WhatsApp, your friend is not seeing it, so it's 101. That email is coming to you, that's direct marketing, correct. And finally, personal selling, when you personally go and sell something. So these are the marketing communication mix. When you sell something, you are actually communicating with your customer, correct. So common communication platforms, so advertisement in print, broadcast advertisement, packaging out, even the packaging of a product. Have you realized that that's an advertisement? That's a communication. एक कार्टन है, कार्टन ऑफ मैगी नूडल्स, उसके ऊपर मैगी लिखा हुआ है, लोग देख रहे हैं ना उसको, दैट्स अ कम्युनिकेशन, करेक्ट, ठीक है।
Yes, sir.
एक एप्पल का मोबाइल फोन का जो पैकेजिंग है, उसके ऊपर एप्पल लिखा हुआ है, आईफोन लिखा हुआ है, इज इटसेल्फ अ कम्युनिकेशन, करेक्ट, ओके। एंड देन पैकेजिंग इंसर्ट्स, पैकेजिंग अंदर में हम बहुत कुछ डालते हैं, ठीक है, पर्टिकुलरली लीफलेट्स डाल देते हैं, कुछ ना कुछ कम्युनिकेशन डाल देते हैं, दिस आर ऑल एडवर्टाइजिंग। And finally, of course, cinema is a place where we advertise. Sales promotion.
Because of marketing, we make the packing material very attractive.
Yes. Correct. Okay, and then sales promotion, contest, games, lotteries, sweepstakes, ठीक है, premiums and gifts, ठीक है। Sweepstakes are basically sometimes you get ना scratch cards वगैरह, ठीक है, those are sweepstakes, ठीक है। प्रीमियम्स एंड गिफ्ट्स, हम लोग गिफ्ट देते हैं। प्रीमियम्स मींस एक के साथ एक फ्री दे दिया, ठीक है, बड़ा पैक के साथ छोटा पैक फ्री दे दिया। सैम्पलिंग करते हैं, फेयर्स एंड ट्रेड्स में, ट्रेड्स एग्जीबिशंस में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, ठीक है। इवेंट्स, एक्सपीरियंस, स्पोर्ट्स, IPL, वर्ल्ड कप, ठीक है। एंटरटेनमेंट, of course we go to many kinds of entertainment, these reality shows and all in TV and all. What are they? We go and do sponsorships there, right? Festivals में sponsorship करते हैं, arts galleries में sponsorship करते हैं। Public relation, as I said, press kits for press and media. Speeches, हम लोग वहाँ पर speeches देते हैं, we write speeches for them to be communicated to the public, correct. Seminars, annual reports, ठीक है। All companies, आप लोग देखते होगे ना, annual reports आता है, newspaper में भी आता है, annual general meeting का reports. What are those? They talk about the company, correct. Online social media, website, email, search ads, display ads, and so on and so forth. Mobile marketing, text messages, online marketing. आज के दिन में even WhatsApp marketing है, ठीक है, even social media and mobile is there. Direct database, as I said, catalogs, mails, telemarketing, telephone calls, telemarketing, electronic shopping, and of course, personal sales, sales presentation, sales meeting. Whoever knows a little bit of sales will understand sales meeting, sales presentation, incentive programs for sales team, ठीक है, sales people, samples, correct. So these are different communication platforms. How does communication happen? Okay, from a sender, a message goes to a receiver. The sender encodes the message. ठीक है, code basically आप जो बोल रहे हो, it gets encoded in the form of a message, then decoded by the receiver. Why do we say encoded and decoded? Because it's not necessary that whatever you are speaking, whatever you are communicating, the receiver will understand that. Until unless the receiver decodes what you are saying, uska matlab nikalta hai, till then he is not receiving the communication right. Correct. And once he receives the communication and he gives the response and a feedback, and it comes back to the sender, the communication cycle is not complete. Correct. Did you get me? Sender sends a message with some meaning in it. And the receiver receives the message and decodes that meaning. Until he decodes that meaning, the message is not properly received. Once the receiver receives,
it's an excellent chart, sir. Even it's very true in our real life communication also. Sometimes we say, but we are least bothered that whether the person is understanding or not.
correct,
And sometimes we don't get feedback also.
correct.
And we realize that we are speaking and communicating. These are the two differences which we hardly understand.
Very importantly, there's something called noise in between. This word noise is a very important thing. What is noise? Noise is a barrier between you and your receiver. So what kind of a barrier? That, as just rightly said by Neeraj sir, that whether the consumer, whether your audience has received the message rightly.
Even we are not able to talk with our family.
आपको मैं बता रहा हूँ, मैं जर्मनी गया था. My daughter stays in Germany. So I wanted to communicate something to the restaurant there.
Right, sir.
Okay, I spoke in English. The person did not understand because he doesn't understand English.
Yeah.
So that's a barrier of communication. That's called a noise.
Right.
There are plenty of barriers. When I am speaking to you, you are thinking something else. You are not listening to me. That's a barrier.
True.
Okay.
You have to be a good listener also.
Yeah, absolutely. A very, very active listener. That's what they say. So there are plenty of such barriers. Even when I am speaking to you, there is a loud, noise across, or I am speaking to you over a phone. Suppose today I am speaking to you over a mobile phone and there is a network problem. That's a barrier itself. The message is not going to you rightly. So that's called a noise. These all barriers are called noise, and there are plenty of barriers there. Okay? And finally, when you are communicating, there is a response hierarchy by your customer, by your consumer. So first one is called, there are 3 stages: cognitive stage, affective stage, and behavior stage. Cognitive stage is your brain stage, where your brain is, processing your information. Affective stage is where your brain is deciding on some on that message. And finally, behavior stage, when you're changing your behavior because of that message. So there are 4 models. The IDA model, which is a very common model. So you first create an attention. Okay, then that attention creates an interest, should create an interest. Once the interest is created, you should create a desire for that product to be purchased or considered to be used. And then once you consider or desire to use it, you remember we said that we have a need, we have a want, and we have a desire. Once you have gone, that message has gone to you and you have started desiring that product, then possibly you will finally go and buy that product, right? I want to buy an iPhone. Okay. I don't know about iPhone. So the iPhone company or the Apple company has to create an attention for me. This is the new iPhone 14X Pro. He has given me all the information of the features, advantages, and benefits. Then second thing is he has continuously given me the information for 3, 4, 5 times and started creating an interest with the benefits of the product. Finally, he has started giving me a 20% discount on that, and he has started putting a desire in me. That for the first, you are a professor, you can buy it in education discount in 20%. And now when I have got the desire to use it or consider to buy it, I will buy it. That's the action. Correct. Makes sense? Something similar happens to all of you when you buy a product.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the second one is hierarchy of efforts model. Similar thing, attention ki jab awareness hai. First awareness create kiya. Then awareness jab create hua, my brain starts gathering knowledge. I got an awareness of iPhone 14X Pro, whatever is the model of the mobile. I understood I saw the mobile picture, I saw the mobile price, I saw the mobile features, advantages, benefit, and then I started gathering knowledge about it. I go to internet and start finding what is this product, kya hai, iska features ka kya hai, advantages kya hai, benefits kya hai, and so on and so forth. And then once I have got enough knowledge, you know what I do? I start liking it. If I don't have enough knowledge, I will never like it. Once I start liking it, I start preferring it if I am continuously liking it. I am getting more and more knowledge, continuously liking it. I have started getting preferring it. Then at one point of time, I have a conviction. I am very, very convinced that this product is a good product. Let me buy it. And then I go and purchase it. Okay? Same thing happens with all of you. Same innovation adoption model. These are just different models. Okay, awareness, interest, evaluation. One stage of it is evaluation. You know, getting the knowledge and evaluating. You're going to different sites and evaluating the competition, evaluating the product, kitna acha hai, kyun hai, and so on and so forth. And then trying the product, trial, and finally, if you're satisfied with the product, you're adopting the product. You're going and repurchasing that product. Yeah. And the communication model, you're exposed to a brand, your brain receives that information, your cognitive response, your brain gives a response, which changes the attitude towards that brand. Okay, what is that attitude? Attitude is your awareness of the brand, your interest about the brand, your consideration of the brand, and so on and so forth. Your attitude towards your liking of the brand, your preferring of the brand is attitude. So with your exposure and the reception and your brain's processing that cognitive response given by the brain, your attitude changes, then your intention changes. Now, I got intention to now buy the product, and your behavior changes. Let me buy the product now. Correct? Okay, understood this fundamental? Any
Yes,
idea?
sir.
Huh? Okay, shallow. I think that was the last slide. I've shared almost everything on the 4 Ps. Your basic fundamentals are there with you now. So how did you like it?
Yeah, guys, so quick feedback. It's very important because sir has put it all, his wholehearted effort. So it's important to understand that.
Any questions?
What was any question, and how was the learning? Yeah. Let's start with Gaurav Saab. Gaurav Kumar Gaurav Saab.
So I have a question from the previous class.
Yes,
Okay.
Tell me,
why not? Go ahead.
Bolo.
Yeah, Anjali, please ask.
Anjali is, I think she's.
Sir, there was a topic assessing growth opportunity. So वो मुझे अच्छे से समझ नहीं आया था. तो can you please elaborate it again?
कौन सा बताओ एक बार, क्या था उसमें, आपको याद है कुछ?
Something like ESPN growth, diversified
okay,
growth,
अच्छा, हाँ,
integrated
समझ गया. अच्छा, बताता हूँ आपको. एक सेकंड रुको, आप इसकी बात कर रहे हो. Just a second.
The slide number 40, I think it was.
ठीक है. Let me show you. Okay. So you said ESPN growth opportunities, correct? So हम लोग ने उसके पहले क्या बोला था? Intensive growth, integrative growth, diversification growth, and downsizing and divesting growth. Intensive growth, एक कंपनी खुद के अंदर ग्रो करेगा, ठीक है, खुद का नया प्रोडक्ट बनाएगा, नया वेरिएंट बनाएगा. सो ESPN वॉल्ट डिज्नी का कंपनी था, ठीक है. उसके पास ESPN का एक ब्रांड हायरार्की था, उसमें कंज्यूमर प्रोडक्ट था, प्रिंट प्रोडक्ट था, ऑनलाइन था, टेलीविजन था, इंटरैक्टिव प्रोडक्ट था, अदर मीडिया था, ठीक है. 5-6 प्रोडक्ट थे उसके पास. नाउ वो उसी बिजनेस को बढ़ाता गया. कंज्यूमर बिजनेस में 4 चीजें लेके आ गया. शॉप ऑनलाइन, वीडियो गेम्स, म्यूजिक, बुक्स, ठीक है. वो अपना प्रोडक्ट रेंज बढ़ाता गया. दैट्स कॉल्ड इंटेंसिव ग्रोथ. अपना कंपनी में जो है उसी का प्रोडक्ट रेंज बनाओ, ठीक है. आप इसका सोचो, ऑनलाइन में कितना कुछ लेके आ गया हो. ESPN क्लाइंट, क्रिकेट ऑनलाइन, ESPN scrum.com, ESPN रिपोर्ट्स एक्सेट्रा, 6 प्रोडक्ट आ गया, ठीक है. टेलीविजन में देखो कितने प्रोडक्ट्स लेके आ गया. तो अपना जो बिजनेस था उसी का प्रोडक्ट बढ़ाते बढ़ाते डिफरेंट लाइन ऑफ, हम लोग अभी भी पढ़े ना हायरार्की, डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट लाइंस टाइप्स बढ़ाते बढ़ाते अपना
कैटेगरी
बिजनेस,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है,
कैटेगरी
Okay.
इंक्रीज की।
कैटेगरी बोलो या प्रोडक्ट, कैटेगरी एग्जैक्टली नहीं, कैटेगरी भी बढ़ता है, कैटेगरीज को बोलते हैं कंज्यूमर प्रोडक्ट, प्रिंट, ऑनलाइन, टेलीविजन, इंटरैक्टिव एंड अदर्स, इसको कैटेगरी बोलते हैं। लेकिन इस कैटेगरी के अंदर में उसने डिफरेंट ब्रांड्स, डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स लेके आ गए, ठीक है, दिस इज कॉल्ड इंटेंसिव ग्रोथ। इसके बाद हम लोग क्या बोले थे, इंटीग्रेटिव ग्रोथ। करेक्ट, हम लोग इंटीग्रेटिव ग्रोथ क्या है,
Integrate. Yes.
इंटीग्रेटिव ग्रोथ है, मैंने आपको एक एग्जांपल दिया था कि सिंगापुर एयरलाइंस एक एयरलाइंस था, वो अपना खाना लेता था ताज होटल से अपने पैसेंजर्स के लिए। एक टाइम आया उसने बोला नहीं, मैं ताज होटल का जो खाना देता है उसका कंपनी के साथ इंटीग्रेट कर लेता हूँ, मर्ज कर लेता हूँ। तो उन्होंने एक नया कंपनी बना दिया, ताज टैक्स, एंड दैट्स हाउ दे ग्रू, दैट्स कॉल्ड इंटीग्रेटिव ग्रोथ। आप इधर अपना आपके साथ जो बिजनेस कर रहा है उसी के साथ मर्ज कर लो, ठीक है, आपको जो सप्लाई कर रहा है उसी को मर्ज कर लो, या तो आप किसको सप्लाई कर रहे हो उसी से मर्ज कर लो, किसी को बिजनेस दे। तो हमारा सपोज आई गो टू एनी एयरलाइन जिसका टिकटिंग पार्टनर कोई टूरिज्म एजेंट है, मैं उसको मर्ज कर लिया मेरे साथ, ठीक है, और मेरा बिजनेस बढ़ गया, ऑब्वियसली मेरा बिजनेस साइज बढ़ गया, करेक्ट। सो दिस इज कॉल्ड इंटीग्रेटिव ग्रोथ। और क्या था उसमें, डाइवर्सिफिकेशन, ठीक है, डाइवर्सिफिकेशन तो इजी है, ठीक है। आप रिलायंस की सोचो, रिलायंस पेट्रोलियम में था, वहां से रिलायंस रिटेल में आ गया, वहां से रिलायंस जियो में चला गया,
Yes, sir.
ठीक, सारे में डाइवर्सिफाई किया ना। उसका मोबाइल फोन बिजनेस तो था नहीं,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, इंटरनेट बिजनेस तो था नहीं, वो पेट्रोलियम में था।
Yes, sir. Clear. Yes, sir.
वो सुपरमार्केट बिजनेस में तो था कहीं, सुपरमार्केट में आ गया, सुपरमार्केट आ गया तो फिर जियो रिटेल में आ गया। अभी तो वो डिजिटल मार्केटिंग का एक कंपनी खोल रहा है, जियो, रिलायंस जियो लैब्स, ठीक है। सो डाइवर्सिफिकेशन इसको बोलते हैं, डिफरेंट लाइंस ऑफ बिजनेस को लेके आना, ठीक है, अपने अम्ब्रेला कंपनी के अंदर, ठीक है। एनीथिंग एल्स अंजलि?
No, sir. No, sir. It is clear. Thank
Okay.
you.
चलो, great.
Okay, so quick feedback. How was the session and what was the learning, Gaurav Saab?
Yes, it was a very good session, sir. Yeah, I'm very sorry I couldn't attend the last two sessions, sir. The last two classes.
Yeah.
कोई प्रॉब्लम
I
नहीं है,
gained a very good knowledge about the marketing strategies, sir. The theory the sir has provided to us, sir.
Sure.
Sir, in the first session, sir,
Hmm.
you have said something that marketing is market is a very
What I said
the-
is, the first session what I started was that marketing is all about
yeah
identifying and satisfying the needs of the customer.
yeah but it is also important for means it is for the it brings revenue to the organization, sir, and all the other branches are like cost effective.
Yeah.
Regarding the branches, I'm saying,
What I said is that is the only revenue earner for the organization.
yes, sir.
ठीक है, rest of all are cost centers. ठीक है,
Yes, sir.
so that's how you differentiate
मतलब
revenue
अर्निंग
earner.
मेंबर यही है घर का जो बाहर से कमा के लाता है,
बाकी सब cost
बाकी
spend
सब
करते हैं,
बैठ के खाना खाते हैं,
ठीक है,
Yes,
घर के सारी चीजें अरेंज
बाकी सब खर्चा करते हैं, कॉस्ट है, बाकी सब
yes, sir.
कॉस्ट।
Yes, sir.
हाँ,
That is why it is very important,
इसीलिए
sir.
इसको हाँ,
Correct.
इसीलिए कभी कभी झगड़ा भी हो जाता है, सेल्स वालों को वैल्यू कम मिलती है, बट बाकी सारे लोग बोलते हैं भाई आप तो कॉस्ट सेंटर हो, हम तो अर्नर है, हम जाके माल बेच के लाते हैं।
Absolutely right. Yes.
तो
Yes, sir.
अंडरस्टैंड कि जो आप
Thank you, sir.
ऑपरेशन में काम कर रहे हो, आप सोच रहे हो कि मैं बहुत काम कर रहा हूँ, तो इट्स जस्ट लाइक कि एक शॉप है मिठाई की, उसमें 5 भाई काम करते हैं,
Yes.
एक बाहर की दुकान पे बैठता है जो सेल करता है, एक पीछे मिठाई बनाता है, एक रॉ मटेरियल लेके आता है, एक पैकेजिंग करता है, तो
Correct.
सबका अपना अपना रोल है, तभी वो दुकान चलेगी। बट
Yes.
सब झगड़ा करते हैं कि नहीं मैं कमा रहा हूँ, ऐसा नहीं है, सबका अपना रोल है, राइट? या
Right.
प्रवीण
Absolutely.
साहब,
Absolutely.
प्रवीण साहब, या योर फीडबैक प्लीज फॉर दिस सेशन। या
Sir, many more understand for this class because of how to make the product, how to pricing, how to understand the customer needs,
Yeah.
all these things understand
So do you
in
think that
details.
this extra knowledge of marketing will help your own job because you are
Definitely, sir.
operational head? How?
Definitely, sir, because earlier we are not understand the properly. In first class, I asked the questions, marketing and sales difference.
Right.
तो काफी इंक्रीज हुआ नॉलेज और अच्छा सेशन रहा सबके साथ
Right.
और
Right. Great.
डेफिनेटली कि ये आगे ग्रोथ करने में हमें इम्प्रूव करेगा.
या YSI इज फॉर लाइफ टाइम. यहाँ पे आप एक बार आ गए तो हम भी हैं और सर भी हैं अवेलेबल. दिस इज द प्लेस जहाँ पे आप लाइफ टाइम पर्सनल प्रोफेशनल कोई भी इशू हो यू कैन कम. वी आर रेडी टू हेल्प एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम.
Anytime.
तो इट्स अ फैमिली. एक बार आ गए तो वो ठप्पा लग गया कि आप YSI के हो. राइट. आप हमारी एसेट हो. आप कहीं पे भी रहो. राइट. ये अंजलि
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काफी ये रहता है सर, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट
हाँ.
रहता है कि किस तरीके से मार्केटिंग को पूरी तरीके से नहीं अंडरस्टैंड कर
अगर
पाते.
आप अंडरस्टैंड नहीं करोगे तो कोलैबोरेट नहीं कर पाओगे.
यस.
तो अब आपको बढ़िया समझ में आएगा कि हर बार ओपीएल बनता है, प्लान तो बनाते हैं वो, लेकिन ऑपरेशन वाले में उतना प्रोडक्शन नहीं हो पाता या वो माल नहीं बेच पाते. तो हमेशा झगड़ा इसी बात पर होता है, हमने प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा कर दिया, कम कर दिया.
यस.
तो अंडरस्टैंड द की गैप कहाँ पे आ रहा है. ठीक है अंजलि.
Yes, sir. It was great attending the session. All three classes were very great, and the sir has made it very clear by the practical examples. So it was new for me, but very clear. I'm very much clear with it.
So how much empowered you are feeling as a normal graduate to a management graduate?
Sir, I'm already feeling empowered because I'm learning from the industry experts, professors, and the our batchmates also have the experience of the practical field they're working. So I'm feeling like I'm feeling very good that I'm getting much to learn.
Yeah, great, very good. Yeah, Pathak Saab, your valuable feedback.
Yes, sir. They're very much clear about marketing and sales and advertising, branding, everything. Till now, I am thinking that salesperson is generating revenue, but it is completely different.
Right.
And sir has explained very well practically, and we understand. Thank you, sir.
Right. So it's a really great that already you are working with a multinational company like Panasonic, where salespersons are always looking towards the HR key. You will understand my problem, but now you understand them, so you will understand their problem in a much more refined way, and possibly more cohesive relation will develop.
Yes,
because you understand their pain now.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah. Harshita, would you like to share your feedback?
Yes, sir, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's good to attend these sessions. Actually, in daily routine, we uses these concepts, but there are many concepts I learned in these lectures, which will use in future purpose also.
Yeah, even I became so greedy. I was, my job is to just switch on the Zoom and then move on. But I utilize this opportunity to listen, sir, and learn lot many, concepts revised. Yeah. Mansi, how was the experience? Kya learning hua?
Yes, sir, it was very nice, sir. Though it was my first class and I know no ABC of management and administration of business, but Praveen sir made it easy to understand. And I think it will be easier for me to understand in future days.
Yeah, you are educationist or you're going into education field, but in education also marketing requires, heavily.
Yes,
sir.
Absolutely.
So
But
if
I
you
always wanted to learn this.
it's management is always very attractive actually. Overall management is very attractive.
I've already sent the total PPT of all the three classes to
I have shared with them, sir. Yeah, I have shared.
And also the book of as I said, the Bible of marketing is Philip Kotler's Marketing Management. So I have shared it with you guys. If you have time, go through it. It will give you a lot of learning. Again, and anytime you feel that you need to refer back to me, I'm already on LinkedIn. If you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, please connect with me on LinkedIn. I will be more than happy. And otherwise, Neeraj sir is there. Just tell Neeraj sir you want to connect with me.
It's a good that you can increase your network through LinkedIn. So
Yes, yes.
better you connect with the sir on LinkedIn. So it will always be good that you can learn lot many things, lot many activities and all those things. Yeah, Sakshi.
Neeraj sir.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you for you especially because of because I'm want to do only operation and SCM.
Right.
But this is a good bucket of the many courses like management, HR, marketing.
Right.
So this
Even tomorrow
useful
there
bucket.
is tomorrow will be going to be a emotional care management. So there will be a practitioner psychologist will come who will address that key corporate mein emotion ka kya role hai and how you are, and how you should handle your emotions.
Yes.
Because that is also one of the important element. Yeah. So I will request sir as well. So share, his experience with you guys, and certainly his blessings are always. I'm looking forward. Yeah.
I've shared my LinkedIn.
Guys, you can copy.
So you can just click on that and just accept it.
Yeah.
Okay, or send me a request. I will accept it. Don't worry.
Right. Yes.
I always like to make friends.
Yeah.
And professional friends are always good. And to be very honest, I would have rather, spent more time with all of you. Okay. It was really short. 6 घंटे में एक दूसरे को क्या ही जानेंगे. ठीक है. But I would have loved to be with all of you, may see you grow, okay, and see you really be successful in your lives. Okay, so that's the reason I said that, I am actually at this moment at the self-actualization stage, My need is self-actualization. I want to give back to the society. And that's why I am teaching. Okay, so more than money, my expectation is how can I make my next generation grow? Okay, so keep in touch with me. I'm very happy to have shared my knowledge and learning with all of you. Okay, looking forward to great days ahead. Okay, and all the best for your career ahead to all of you. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much
Thank you, sir.
for your valuable time.
Thank you, sir.
And
such a practical knowledge.
Have a great Sunday. Okay, and a great weekend tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.
Thank you very much, sir.
so much.
All the best, guys.